Hello, good evening. We are live. This is over and over and over again. This is actually I've got the wrong thing. It's Matchday live. It is England versus Northern Ireland, the final group game of Euro 2022. We're going to be doing the Watchalong, a slightly different setting tonight, and we've got a special guest with us as well. Say hello, Paula.
Hiya.
Special guest joining us for the Watchalong, and it will all be coming up the other side of this.
We'll be alright with Ellen White. Take the lead with Beth Mead. Williamson gets the job done and Lauren Hemp is heaven sent. Hear the lionesses roar. Left foot, right foot, header. Left foot, right foot, head. I'm supporting England cause it's left foot, right foot, head.
So that's the beautiful game. Actually, that's the CD there, which you can still win. Put your guess in before the start of this game. So you've got half an hour or so. Get your guess in to guess how many goals England will score in the group stage. Obviously, we've got 9 so far. So how many more do you think we'll get tonight? And that will be your guess. You do need to subscribe to the channel, and you will win a free copy of that CD. It is signed by Pete Drake and Kay Spink, who, of course, are the artists involved. Terry's in the chat again. He says, good evening, Richard. Feels good to have the pressure off. Indeed it does, yeah. For this game we shall enjoy tonight. I even beat you here tonight. You did here. Well, I was a bit late tonight, so that's fine. But yeah, so we have got the team news for you. Actually, England, as maybe suggested by Serena in a press conference yesterday, is unchanged. Actually, it's the same 11 that started the previous 2 games. So Mary Oakes in goal, back 4, Lucy Bronze, Millie Bright, captain Leah Williamson and Rachel Daly. 3 midfield, Kira Walsh, Georgia Stanway and Fran Kirby. And then up front, Beth Mead, the top scorer in the tournament, Ellen White and Lauren Hemp, of course. So that's the England lineup. Again, I say the same 11 that started before. Of course, Serena's not there tonight, is she? She tested positive for COVID, so she's having to isolate. Hopefully she'll be back with the squad before the quarterfinal on Wednesday. So let's hope that that's the case. The assistant is in charge tonight. For Northern Ireland, and this is how they line up. In goal is Jacqueline Burns. They've got a back 5, Rebecca McKenna, Sarah McFadden, Julie Nelson, of course, scored their only goal of the tournament. In fact, the first goal they've ever scored at an international tournament. Laura Rafferty and Demi Vance. Then they've got 3 in midfield. Rachel Furness, who plays for Liverpool, who'll be the WSL this season. Captain Callahan, Miranda Callahan, and then Rebecca Holloway. And then the 2 up front is Lauren Wade and Kirsty McGuinness. I think they've made 3 changes from the team that lost to Austria on Monday, wasn't it, when we all played? So there's no pressure on England tonight, of course. We've already won the group. We qualified for the quarterfinals. We'll find out tomorrow who that is that will play with the runners-up in Group B, of course, either Spain or Denmark. Of course, the other game tonight in Group A, Austria against Norway. Basically, that's winner takes all, isn't it? Whoever wins that game does qualify in second place along with us. So there's a bit more maybe riding on that game, but we're obviously going to focus on the England game because that's what we care about. It's at Southampton St Mary's Stadium. Amar is there for us tonight. He'll be doing the vlog, so we all look forward to that. It looks like it's going to be a full stadium again. 32,000 I think it holds at Southampton, so it's going to be a great atmosphere again. Are we going to score 8 goals like we did the other night? Probably not, if we're totally honest, but I do think we'll win, obviously pretty comfortably. We have beaten Northern Ireland twice this season in the World Cup qualifiers. It was 4-0 at Wembley and 5-0 away. Of course, Beth Mead did score a hat-trick in that game at Wembley, didn't she? And she's already the tournament's top scorer. So it's an opportunity for her to get a couple more goals tonight. It's going to be hard to catch her, isn't it, if she does that? She's on 4 already. Another 2 tonight, put her on 6. It's, you know, the knockout stage, you don't tend to get a lot of goals generally. So I've got a feeling if she gets a couple of goals tonight, maybe another hat-trick, that might well steal the golden boot for her. So we'll keep our fingers crossed for her. But obviously, it's about the performance of the team. I agree with Serena. It's about getting the momentum for the next game, isn't it? And I can understand why she's picked the same team. Yeah, people can get injured, but they can get injured in training. We've seen it happen with Spain, for example. You know, Patelis got injured in training. She's out for the whole tournament, out for a year. It doesn't have to be a game, does it? So it can happen any time. So yeah, play the players. Hopefully we'll get a good lead on, and then we can make some subs and rest a few later on. So we'll see what happens. Don't forget the competition for the CD. You can still win it. It's still it's still available for you. Terry says, after praising the BBC over the football coverage, did you see what they said after the 8-0 win about the England team? Yes, I did. I've mentioned that previously on social media. Yeah, ridiculous comment that they made about that. They did a whole feature on it, didn't they? But anyway, not to worry. We won't worry too much about that. We'll just focus on the great things about the England team. This England team is the fact that we've got a squad of 23 very, very good players. We've got a fantastic manager as well. And this team's got a great chance of going all the way in this tournament. But we'll see what happens. The knockout stage, as we know, can be tricky, can't it? You know, we're going to face some very good teams once we start the knockout stage on next Wednesday. So we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, you know, this is a great, you know, this whole competition has been a great advert for women's football in this country. It's been a great advert for the England women's team as well. They've played some fantastic football. They've got some great players, and let's hope that you know, that the interest will stay after the end of this tournament, and that people get behind women's football more as you know, as we go into the new season. So, but this game, it is good, as we said, to be a little bit more relaxed about it. We haven't got the stress of knowing we need a victory and all that kind of stuff. The stress comes next week, doesn't it, when we get into the knockout stage? So let's enjoy this game for what it is, and let's not worry too much about the performance or the result. Obviously, we want to play well and win, but ultimately what it's about is just having an enjoyable night, isn't it? And I'm sure the girls will go out there in a relaxed frame of mind, and that could mean they'll play some really good football, because sometimes that happens, doesn't it, when you haven't got the pressure. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it's a big night for Northern Ireland as well, isn't it? It's going to be their last game. They're obviously not going to progress through the group. As expected, they were the weakest, the lowest ranked team in the tournament. They've given their all in the two games, haven't they? They put up a decent fight against Norway, got themselves that goal. And of course, against Austria, I thought they worked really hard and made it difficult for Austria. But in the end, they did lose 2-0. Of course, the late goal sort of sealed that game, didn't it? So I'm sure they're going to give everything tonight. It took us until 60-odd minutes, didn't it, at Wembley to break them down. And I could see something similar tonight. I think that they're going to come. They've put 5 at the back. You know, they saw how many goals we scored the other night. They don't want to lose to that many again today. So I think that, you know, they're just going to try and keep it tight. They're going to work hard. And I'm sure it's going to be difficult for us. But you do imagine that once we make the breakthrough at whatever point that is in the game, we will go on and score a few. I'm not expecting another 8. I know Terry just wants another 4. So he wins the CD. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, I certainly wouldn't be surprised if we do score 4 or more. But it really depends on how sort of focused and motivated we are to win this game by big goals. I mean, Serena has drummed that into them, and they certainly seem as though they're just going to take this game as seriously as the other two. And I'm sure we will. And let's hope that it gives us a really good game that we can really enjoy, and lots of goals to cheer as well. But we'll see how it goes. But it is just nice not to have to play with the stress that we're going to have next week, isn't it? So we need to make the most of this, because it's going to be the last stress-free game that we're going to get, isn't it, over the next couple of weeks. So we need to enjoy it. And we will keep you updated as well with what's happening in the Austria-Norway game. Norway have got Austria have got a slight goal difference advantage, haven't they? Due to the fact that we only beat them 1-0 as opposed to the 8 goals we scored against Norway. So that means that Austria just need a draw to guarantee going through. They will, of course, play Germany. Whoever goes through will play Germany in the quarterfinal on Thursday next week. So it's a big game for those two nations. Norway need to win to have any chance to go through. If they win, they go through. If it's a draw, Austria go through. And obviously, if Austria win, they go through to play Germany. So that's all coming up as well. So we will keep you updated of any goals that go on in that game. I'm expecting that to be a really tight, cagey game, actually. I do think Austria will qualify, just the fact that they are so tight at the back. They don't concede many goals. And I think they may well get the draw that they need, possibly 1-1. Maybe we'll see how that works out for them. But we don't care too much who comes second, do we? We've done our job. We've won the group. We've qualified for the quarterfinal. We've done everything that we needed to do. All we need to do now is finish the group off, get the 9 points, get another clean sheet, and then we can move into the knockout stage in really confident fashion. There's a little worry, though, isn't there, with Serena having tested positive for COVID. We don't know how that's going to affect any of the other players over the next couple of days. That is a worry, isn't it, coming into the knockout stage? The last thing we need is to be without 2 or 3 key players for that game. Lotta obviously did. We did lose Lotta, didn't we, earlier in the tournament for the same reason. She's now back in the squad, but she had to isolate for 5 days. And if 1 or 2 of the players are in a similar situation in the next couple of days, then they may not be available for the quarterfinal. So that's something we need to be a little bit concerned about as well. And let's hope that everybody is going to be fine until the end of the tournament at least, because we can't really afford to miss too many players, can we? Now the tournament's going to get more serious. So that's a worry there. Of course, Demi Stokes is out of the squad as well due to an injury that she picked up in training, so she's not available tonight. Of course, Northern Ireland are also they're without McGill as well, aren't they? She's out for the tournament as well due to injury. So we're both a player down, but I say we both got 22 player squad, so it's not going to be much of an issue so much just for those players. Terry says, once we score 4, I personally think the refs should blow the whistle early and in the game to stop the punishment for Northern Ireland. They don't deserve being fresh. No, I mean, that's probably a fair point. But if we score 4 in the first 20 minutes again, like we did the other night, then they're not going to finish the game after 20 minutes, are they? But I think Northern Ireland will be a difficult team to break down because they've got 5 at the back. They're going to, deny us space. They're going to obviously try to keep Beth Mead off the ball as much as they can. Norway made a mistake the other night, didn't they, of leaving her far too much space, and they were made to punish for that. I'm sure Northern Ireland won't do that because they would have learned from watching that game, and obviously the fact that they know how good Beth Mead is, Lauren Hemp is as well. So I'm sure that's one of the reasons behind their 5 at the back, just to try to make it difficult for us. They've got nothing to lose, have they? They're just going to come out and enjoy their experience here at Southampton in front of a sellout crowd and in a derby match, I suppose it is, isn't it, really? One national anthem. I don't know if they're going to play it twice, the same national anthem twice, or is this going to play it once for both teams? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Seems a bit silly to play it twice, doesn't it? But anyway, we'll see what happens when that comes around in about, 5 minutes time. So he says, by the way, happy birthday, Vivianne Miedemar. Yeah, it's Vivianne Miedemar's birthday today. And hopefully she's back available in the Holland squad for Sunday's game. It's a big game for them, isn't it? They need to get a result to guarantee going through. We don't really want Holland to get knocked out of the way at this stage. We could come face to face with them in the semi-final, of course, should we both get there. But that depends on. In fact, BBC have got them down as a 4-4-2 on the telly, whereas I kind of understood it as a 5-3-2. But anyway, not really too sure. They've got sort of Rafferty playing in on the wing, whereas I've got them more as a wing back. But we'll see exactly how that works out. And Terry says, I hope Beth scores all 4. Well, yeah, I mean, she might do. If she scores all 4, I think they might as well give her the golden boot now, mightn't they? Because that's all done, isn't it? There's no way that anyone else is going to catch her if she scores 4 tonight. But let's just get the win. Let's just hope it's nobody gets injured and we get through the game nice and easily, and we can then start looking forward to next week. And I say, let's hope that the COVID tests don't produce any bad results for us, because we've lost Serena tonight as it is, which is bad news. But I mean, she's prepared the team for the game. It shouldn't make any difference to the result of this game, the performance, I wouldn't imagine. But obviously, over the next few days, she's not going to be available at training or anything like that. And let's hope that, the work that they've done already should be enough, shouldn't it? But it's not ideal, is it? Losing your manager's not available in the run-up to a quarter-final of a big tournament. So that's not the greatest news that we could have had today, is it? But ultimately, we're just going to have to deal with it. And I'm sure the girls are well enough prepared to not let it affect them too much. Let's hope so. But yeah, tonight's going to be a nice, easy night, isn't it? We can relax and enjoy the 4 goals out, of course, that we're going to score to win. But we'll see what happens. It should be a good game. And if England score early, then you'd have to fear for Northern Ireland, because once we settle down, we saw how devastating we can be. The problem against Austria was, although we did score early, we didn't get the second goal, and the longer that went on at 1-0, it became more difficult, didn't it? Against Norway, we got the second goal, and then we just blitzed them, and that could happen tonight. Let's be honest. If we get the first goal early and then get a second one, you have to feel that Northern Ireland could be a long night for them, couldn't it? But let's see how it happens. I mean, if it takes us ages to score the first goal, then who knows? Set pieces. That's how Northern Ireland got their goal against Norway, wasn't it? From a corner. Yes, we're a lot stronger defensively than Norway are, but anyone can score from a set piece, let's be honest. So, we don't want to lose this game, however, or even draw it, do we? However what the other two games have gone, it doesn't matter now. We need to focus on this game. We need to make sure that we get the right result, and I'm sure we will. It'll be a massive shock, wouldn't it, if the lowest ranked team in the tournament were to beat us at home. Although, I mean, I suppose Southampton isn't a ground they've played at very often, is it? We did play one of the World Cup qualifiers here, didn't we? Actually, I think so. We have played here before, but yeah, there is actually a Northern Ireland player who plays for Southampton, isn't there? The Laura Rafferty. So I don't know whether she's played at St Mary's before, probably not, but it's like a home game for her, isn't it? Seeing as it's her home club, so I'm sure she'll enjoy playing at Pack St Mary's. Dream come true, isn't it? If for these girls who play at the, you know, like the Man United girls who played at Old Trafford the other week. So it'll be a good night for her. Let's hope that she enjoys it, but she doesn't enjoy the result at the end, which is what we want to see. A good England win and a few more goals would be extremely nice. But I say, we'll see what happens. Obviously, there's see what happens in the other game as well, Austria against Norway, to see who qualifies along with England. But yeah, so it's the same starting 11 then for England. I'm a little bit maybe surprised there wasn't one or two changes perhaps along the way, but I think after listening to Serena's press conference yesterday, I think we all got the idea that she was probably going to pick the same team, or roughly the same team. Maybe Alex Greenwood will feel a little bit unfortunate perhaps not to have started the game, not to have started this game. Could easily have put Leah into midfield, maybe perhaps rested Fran Kirby, who I think, although she's been playing really well, looks on the brink of getting an injury perhaps. You know, she doesn't look 100% fit, so that could have been an option. But yeah, maybe she does need more minutes on the pitch. But we'll see what happens. Obviously, the focus is going to be on Beth Mead, isn't it, as she goes for that potential golden boot in the competition. We'll see if she can get a goal or two tonight. But it's going to be a good atmosphere in the stadium, I'm sure, and hopefully Amar's vlog will give you a flavour of that as well. But that'll go on the channel at some point tomorrow. Terry says, if I go quiet, which will be very unusual for me, don't panic. Oh, okay, it's my Chinese has turned up. Oh, okay, no problem. Well, let's hope we don't get the 4 goals where you're eating your Chinese, because you might get a little bit too excited, and you might not. So you might go everywhere, but we'll see what happens. So it's good that it's turned up before the game anyway, so that's a bonus, isn't it? But we are, just under 10 minutes away from the kickoff. The players will be coming out obviously very soon. They'll be doing the usual thing with the flags on the pitch, won't they, before the game. It's a kind of a regular thing now, isn't it, for every game? We're getting used to what happens now before the games, which is good. And it is a good experience in the stadium as well, to experience it all. Obviously, the TV prefer to focus on chatting to loads of people about rubbish, really, whereas they should just focus on letting everyone enjoy the experience of the game. But anyway, it is great. It is great to be there and experience it. So, and we're going to have a couple more experiences before the end of the tournament as well. So, but anyway, the teams will be coming out very, very soon and getting ready, obviously, for the national anthems, or which is actually one national anthem. But we'll see whether, do we think they're going to play it twice, or will they just play it once? To me, they might as well just play it once, let's be honest. But anyway, we will see what they do very, very shortly, because it's nearly 5 to 8, isn't it? So the team will be coming out in a minute, and let's hope that we are up for this game, ready to get a few more goals. I'm gonna go with a 4 actually, because I actually think we might win 4-0, and then obviously that'll make Terry's night as well. But I think it will. I'm not expecting the 8 goals again. What's your prediction?
Maybe it's 4 or 5.
4 or 5, yeah.
I don't. It's too much, I think. We've already done it.
Yeah, I don't think we'll get 8 again. I mean, we might do, but I just don't think we will.
I just think they're going to mark Beth more.
Yeah.
No, she's a threat. She's not going to have any freedom issue.
No, they're going to. I think they'll put 2 players on her a lot of the time.
Yeah, I think so.
I think they're going to deny the space wide. I think they are going to play 5 at the back. I think they're going to deny the space wide, force England through the middle, and they're going to probably hope that's going to be enough to restrict us. But the quality that we've got, you would imagine that at some stage the goals will come, won't they? But we'll have to see. I'm sure it's going to be that sort of game, isn't it? Attack against defence, probably for the most part. That's what the game's going to be about, isn't it? And it's just how long it takes for us to make that breakthrough. But with the quality that we've got, you would imagine it's not going to take that long, is it? Let's be honest. But we will see. So we have scored 9 against Northern Ireland in the 2 games that we played in the World Cup qualifier. So we kind of know what to expect. They'll know what to expect. If you watch it on the telly, you should be able to see in the background behind Ian Wright, the flag in the middle of the pitch. When they start shaking it, that means the teams are about to come out. So that's what they're doing at the moment. So we are just about to see the 2 teams. England are actually the away team, technically, in this game, just the way that the draw goes. So we've got the away dressing room. I'm not sure if we're in the away kit, actually, the orange one. I'm not sure if that's what we're wearing tonight, but Northern Ireland technically are the home team in this game. In fact, we're in the white kit.
White, I think.
Yeah, we're in the white kit. Northern Ireland are all in green with white socks, but England are in the usual home kit, actually. But technically, Northern Ireland.
We've got orange socks,
no,
I think.
Oh, we've got orange. Oh, maybe it's the orange.
On.
Maybe we are in the orange kit then. We've got the white tracksuit.
They've got their
oh yeah, maybe we are in the orange kit actually.
They've got orange socks on.
Oh, they have, yeah. Oh, maybe we are going to be in the orange kit then. That'll be good.
Hold on, that shorts are white.
We've got white. No, I think we have got. No, you can see Leah's top. She's got white top underneath.
It's just the socks then.
Yeah, because Northern Ireland have got white socks. That's probably why. So we've got the orange socks on. Northern Ireland all in green. Yeah, Northern Ireland are in green with white socks. We're in white with orange socks. I don't know why we couldn't won the orange kit because we are technically the away team. Northern Ireland are coming out first.
Come on!
For the first time in this tournament, we're the away team. Hopefully, we'll be the only time we will be the away team, I think, as well, because we've won the groups. That makes us the home team in the quarter-final and the semi-final should we win. But the teams are coming out now to a big, great reception actually from the crowd at Southampton, led out, of course, by Leah, as is always the case. Brilliant for her to be captain, isn't it? And she's doing a great job as well. Fantastic leader of the team. And there's a lot of Northern Ireland fans as well, as you'd imagine. Their biggest game in their tournament history, isn't it? Playing against England in England. It's going to be a big night for them. But you'd imagine we should be able to beat them. Terry says, "Oh, Danny Boy and God Save the Queen." No, I don't think they'll be playing Danny Boy, will they? Terry says, "Beth, massive smile on her face. England girls look relaxed." Yeah, I mean, they should look relaxed, shouldn't they?
Yeah, they've got no stress, have they?
We've got the national anthem now. I think they're going to play this twice, you know.
That'd be strange if they do.
Oh no, I don't think they are because England are singing it as well. So no, I think it is just going to be once, which is good. It would be a bit of a waste of time singing it twice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they don't look as stressed, do they?
They've never looked stressed, really. So there's the national anthem then for obviously both nations, the same anthem. It's always good to hear it before a game, isn't it? It does get you right in the mood. And we are just about to kick off. We're just doing the pre-match rituals.
The fist bumps.
The fist bumps, yeah, before we actually get going. And hopefully it's going to be a good, entertaining game with a few goals. I'm sure it will be. So we just run through the teams again. It's Northern Ireland. It's Jackie Burns in goal. I think it's a back five of McKenna, McFadden, Nelson, Rafferty and Vance, but they're saying it's not, but we'll see how that works out. In midfield, they've got Rachel Furness, Marissa Callahan and Rebecca Holloway, and then McGuinness and Wade up front. So that is the Northern Ireland team. Obviously, Kenny Shields is their manager, of course. And the England team, it's the same starting 11 that started the 2 previous games. So it's Earps in goal, Bronze, Bright, Williamson and Daly at the back. Walsh, Stanway and Kirby in midfield. And Mead, White and Hemp as the front three. The 2 captains, Callahan and Williamson, are just doing the coin toss and exchanging banners. And we are very close to getting underway. So I think we're going to stay as we are we? I think England have got kick-off anyway. So we will be getting underway very, very soon. It's Arjun who is the coach tonight in the absence of Serena, of course, isn't with the squad for a few days, unfortunately. They've just got the team up on the screen, that's all. So, yeah, it's as we were. And, they've got someone bringing the ball out. It's not the little car this time. it's some fan bringing the ball out, which is nice. Gives it to the referee. I saw today these footballs that they're using in this thing. They're selling them in the shops for 120 quid for a football. It's ridiculous, isn't it? But anyway, I'm sure it's a nice football, but even so, it's not worth 120 quid, is it? But there you go. So we're just ready to kick off. Northern Ireland. Technically, it's Northern Ireland versus England, but actually, I've got the wrong thing on here, haven't I? What I need to do is I'll just change this to put the score on. Right, so we'll put it the right way around because technically. Right, so we'll put it right around. So it's Northern Ireland versus England because they technically are the home team, although they're not, but they are for this game. So it's England that are going to kick off. We're attacking the goal to our right in this first half. England, I say, all in white with the flashy orange socks, which looks pretty cool, and Northern Ireland in green with white. England players are taking the knee and Northern Ireland aren't. They're just applauding instead. Interesting take on that there. But we are ready to get underway. Julia Stanway is going to take kick-off for England. As I say, attacking the goal to our right in this first half. And we are off and underway at Southampton. Millie Bright with a long ball over that far side. It's actually won by the Northern Ireland player there. I think it was Demi Vance with a header. It's gone out for a throw to Northern Ireland over on the far side. It'll be interesting to see how Northern Ireland do approach this game. You'd imagine it's going to be damage limitations to a certain degree. But you never know that they might fancy their chances of causing a shot, thinking that maybe England might be a little bit more relaxed because we've qualified, who knows? And it's obviously a big game for them. They're going to be well up for this game, aren't they? They're going to battle for every single ball and make it as difficult for us as possible. So we're going to have to work hard to win this game, or certainly to get ourselves in front. And it's Northern Ireland with the early pressure. That's a good ball actually up the far side. A little bit of space here. The first chance might come from Northern Ireland. They're inside the England penalty area. Oh, it's a good save for Mary Earps. Northern Ireland with the first chance there inside the first minute. It's a good move actually down that far side. Got into the penalty. I think it was McKenna possibly who got forward. No, in fact, it wasn't. It was number 14. It was Wade. Lauren Wade. It's a good ball actually. Put her clear down that far side. Got in behind Rachel Daly. And I don't know if that was a cross or a shot. I think it was probably on target actually. And Mary Earps had to force it out. It's maybe she's only had to make maybe 2 or 3 saves in the whole competition up till now, and she just had to make one there. We certainly didn't want to go 1-0 down, but that was a good bit of play that from Northern Ireland. Or there's a mistake there from Lucy Bronze and Northern Ireland again, but actually that's a foul. Looked like Lucy Bronze had maybe miskicked the ball, but it looks like she may have been fouled there by Kirsty McGuinness. And it's going to be a free kick to England. Well, she kicked her foot actually. I suppose it is a foul, but it's given as a free kick. And Lucy Bronze actually looks like she's suffered a bit of an injury. Let's hope she's going to be okay. She's back on her feet again. And she's she looks to be okay. Slightly still limping, but England have taken a free kick. Millie Bright is in possession. Plays it square to captain Leah Williamson. Finds Frank Kirby, just gets it back again. Williamson brings the ball inside the centre circle now, crosses over the halfway line, plays it to Georgia Stanway. Northern Ireland getting everybody behind the ball when we're in possession. It's out with Rachel Daly over on the far side now, and Lauren Hemp gets her first touch, gives it back to Daly. Twists and turns away from Wade, who had that very early chance for Northern Ireland. Now Leah Williamson, again inside the centre circle, plays it in to midfield. Ellen White has came deep and won that ball. She was fouled, but England in possession, so we play on with Fran Kirby. She plays the ball to this near side to Lucy Bronze, just on the edge of the penalty area. She's held up briefly, plays it back to Millie Bright. She dinks it towards that far post. Ellen White comes in, the goalkeeper punches it away, and Northern Ireland do complete the clearance. But that's the first bit of danger that England have shown so far. Leah Williamson now picks the ball up, finds Kira Walsh. She dinks the ball over to this near side again to Lucy Bronze. She was well involved in that last attack. Had a good game against Norway the other night. Georgia Stanway now. It's Beth Mead with her first involvement tonight. I'm sure she'll be looking to try and get a goal or two. Millie Bright there plays it into Ellen White, lays it off to Leah Williamson. England are settling down now, but that's actually a poor ball from Leah by Not often she does that, but it's gone out for a throw. She was looking for Lauren Hemp over on the far side, but it was over hit. It's gone out for a throw to Northern Ireland. They just showed that earlier chart. So Millie Bright's ball in. Ellen White was onside. Good goalkeeping actually by Burns. She came out there and punched it under pressure from White, and that was good goalkeeping actually. And Northern Ireland have got another throw over on that far side. They did make a fast start, didn't they? But in the other two previous games, we've started quite slowly, haven't we, for 10 minutes? And then we've grown into the game and we've started to get on top. So, but tonight, we're starting to get on top now, actually. We've played 4.5 minutes. Georgia Stanway now in possession for England. Very central, plays it to Lucy Bronze. England are now settling into some nice possession. Millie Bright pings the ball over to that far side, looking for Lauren Hemp. That's a good take on her chest. Plays a nice 1-2 with Fran Kirby. Can she get a cross in? She's just by that far corner flag. Hemp, she plays it back again to Kirby. Square now in to Millie Bright. Thought about a shot, but changed her mind. Instead found Georgia Stanway. Now Kira Wolf plays it again to Lauren Hemp over on that far side. She gets a cross in towards the end of the 6-yard box. Header comes in from Beth Mead. It goes up rather than towards the goal. Northern Ireland do clear it away. Not very far. Georgia Stanway's shot hits a Northern Ireland defender and it's a penalty.
What?
It's handball. I think it's going to be a penalty to England. It's Rafferty. It's going to go to VAR, but the referee has given a penalty. Let's watch this again. In fact, there was a handball just before by Beth Mead, actually, but then it was Georgia Stanway's shot. And it's hit her arm. She has kind of jumped into the ball, but her arm's by her side. I've got a feeling this could get overruled. We got a very soft penalty the other night. This would be incredible if we got another one. It has hit her arm. She's jumped in the way of the ball, but she's turned her back and her arm's by her side. I think it would be quite harsh. Tom's in the chat earlier and Tommy says, ironically, this match was sold out when I tried to get tickets. Yeah, I mean, it said it's sold out. There's always tickets available. I saw a couple of people selling them today, actually. If I'd known you was after one, I would have let you know. Tom says, maybe not looking at the replay. No, I don't think it was. Terry says, Penn, that's harsh if they give that. I think it's very harsh. We got a harsh one the other night, didn't we, as well? I think VAR will overturn this, actually. I'll be shocked.
Georgia's getting ready just in case.
Well, yeah, she's got to get ready. She's got to get ready, but I've got a feeling this is going to get overturned. If that's a penalty, then we might as well give up playing football because you can't really give a penalty for that. I know it's in our favour, but her arm's not up. She's got her arm down by her side. And I think this will be harsh if it's given. VAR is still checking it. The referee's in communication with VAR. We'll see what the decision is, but I will not be surprised if this gets overturned. We've played 6.5 minutes. It's a big moment, this, actually, because I think if the penalty is given and we score, then you've got to feel sorry for Northern Ireland. It's going to be a long night for them. I've got a feeling, though, it may well get overturned. I think she may be forced to look at the screen. Usually that's what happens now, isn't it? If VAR disagree, they make the referee look at the screen. Although everyone's lined up for the penalty, I'm not sure where the ball is. Oh, Georgia Stanway's got it in her hand.
She's got her hand. She's getting ready.
We're still waiting. I think the referee's going to have to go to the screen and have a look at this. Oh, yep, she is. She's going to the screen. That tends to suggest to me she's going to be overturned. VAR have said to her they disagree and they want her to look at it. It's happened a lot in this competition so far. Usually the referee does change their mind. There was a penalty given in the Switzerland game the other day. That was the same. That was overturned by VAR looking at the screen. I mean, it has hit her arm. You can't deny that it's hit her arm, but she's about 2 yards away. Her arm's by her side. Actually, she does raise it slightly. I don't know. It's a 50-50, isn't it? I think it would be very harsh. But if it's given, when you see it. Tom says it's ridiculous. VAR can't make a decision. Oh, well, I think that the VAR want the referee to make the final decision. I think that's right. I think they're looking at the handball against Beth Mead just before, which is probably just as much of a handball. But technically, that should be a free kick to Northern Ireland. I'm sure that's what the referee's going to give. We're just about to find out. Yeah, she's given a handball to Northern Ireland. Yeah, it's a free kick. I think that's the right decision, actually. If the second one's a handball for the penalty, the first one from Beth's a handball as well. They're both exactly the same. Neither were intentional, but it's hit her arm. And I think that's the right decision. Yes, VAR could have sorted that out, but they've got the right decision in the end, and that's what we want to see. And I think that is the right decision. So it was no penalty, and it was a free kick to Northern Ireland, which they have taken. But England have picked up possession. The ball's now played back to goalkeeper Mary Earps, made that early save. So a little bit of VAR drama in this game early on. And the penalty wasn't given, but Beth Mead now, we've got a little bit of space on this near side. England's right. Plays the ball on to Georgia Stanway, who maybe thought she might have an opportunity to get the goal from the penalty spot, but she's inside the penalty area now, gets to the line, pulls it back. Goalkeeper does well. It's put behind for a corner to England. It was Callahan there, deflected the ball away, but that was good play from Georgia Stanway. She got in behind that Northern Ireland defence, got to the byline. I'm not sure whether the goalkeeper saved it or hit the defender. It was the goalkeeper's leg, actually. That was an important block by the goalkeeper because I think Ellen White was just behind her, would have had a tap in. So the goalkeeper did well there, actually, Burns. Good save with her left foot then, and it was put out by Callum. But England got their first corner. 9.5 minutes played here at Southampton. Lauren Hemp's going to take this corner from this near side of her left foot. It's going to be an in-swinger. Can England get the breakthrough here? Go towards the edge of the 6-yard box. A brave header away by Northern Ireland, and Fran Kirby picks the ball up, plays it back to Kira Walsh, who's the deepest player for England inside the centre circle. She gets it back again. Walsh plays it out to the far side. Rachel Daly. Back to Kira Walsh. She had a great game, didn't she, the other night? The Manchester City midfield player plays an easy ball to Millie Bright. England just keeping some good possession now, knocking the ball around well. But Northern Ireland got everybody behind the ball as we expected that they would. And they are making it quite difficult for England to create too many chances. But we just had one there, a good block by the goalkeeper. Millie Bright's ball looking for Lauren Hemp, who's actually still over on this near side. Switch wings briefly with Beth Mead while she took that corner. Georgia Stanway with a shot from distance. She was closed down and the shot should roll straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Good bit of defending again from Northern Ireland. We knew they would do this. They're very, very hard working, aren't they? They maybe lack a little bit of quality. Terry says, if England only win 3-0, the penalty decision was terrible. Well, she might not have scored it. You don't know, do you, Terry? She might have missed it, or it might have been saved. Tom says there, off the record, train strike for the Emirates Cup. Unbelievable, but that's all I'm saying on that tonight. Yeah, there is some train strikes coming up again, as we know. But yeah, you're probably right. We don't really need to go into that too much, do we? Anyway, England in possession again inside the centre circle. Stanway lays it off to Leah Williamson. I quite like England wearing the orange socks actually with this kit. It looks quite good. There's a long ball there from Rachel Daly, but it's cut out again by Northern Ireland. But England winning the ball back in midfield with Georgia Stanway. Lauren Hemp's actually staying over on this right-hand side. Beth Mead's gone over to the left now. They do keep swapping sides, don't they? And Beth Mead didn't really have a lot on the ball, did she, in the early stage? Northern Ireland looking for a counter-attack, but Rachel Daly's there. Tidies up, plays it back to Mary Earps. Yet to concede a goal in this tournament, of course. Not that she's had an awful lot to do, but she had to make a save in this game very early on. One of the only saves she's had to make. I remember one against Austria. Did she make a save against Norway? I'm not sure if she did, but anyway, she certainly hasn't had too many saves to make. Georgie Stanway now got a little bit of a chance here. Lauren Hemp's in a bit of space. She's managed to find her there. The ball's a little bit overhit, and she's not going to be able to keep it in. It wasn't a great ball actually from Stanway to Hemp there, the two Manchester City players. Well, not anymore, of course. Georgie Stanway's just left Manchester City, but they've linked up plenty of times for Manchester City, haven't they, over the recent years? But that pass there was overhit by Georgie Stanway. It's gone out for a goal kick to Northern Ireland. And although England have enjoyed most of the possession in this game, 77%, they just said, we're struggling to create too many opportunities. We're not moving the ball quickly enough in the final third, and we're finding it difficult to break down this Northern Ireland defence, which we expected that to be the case, didn't we? We've played, nearly 13 minutes here at Southampton. It is still 0-0. But there's been some early drama. Northern Ireland had a chance inside the first minute, which was saved by Mary Earps. And then England were initially awarded a penalty for a rather harsh handball, which was overruled eventually by VAR. But England had possession again, Kira Walsh. But as soon as we lose the ball, Northern Ireland get everybody back in shape. It's making it really difficult for us. That's a loose ball actually from Millie Bright. And now Northern Ireland can come forward themselves down this near side. It's a good ball. There's going to be a space inside. The penalty shot comes in. Again, it is Lauren Wade. She didn't get hold of that shot, unfortunately for her. And it's rolled through into the arms of Mary Earps. But that was good play from Holloway from Northern Ireland. It's a nice ball, actually. Split that England defence a little bit too easily there. And she tried to get her first-time shot their way. She didn't get hold of it, luckily enough. And it rolled through into the arms of Mary. But that's 2 opportunities Northern Ireland have had, which is more than Austria and Norway managed between them in 2 games. So fair play to Northern Ireland for their counter-attacking style that they're setting up in this game, and it's proving to be quite effective so far. Leah Williams with the ball over the top, looking for Beth Mead over on that far side. She switched wings, had to stretch for that ball, couldn't quite get it under control. And Northern Ireland can now pick up possession again. You have to say that they've certainly started this game well, Northern Ireland, first 15 minutes. And again, England have been a little bit flat at the start, as we found that to be the case so far in this tournament. But obviously we do tend to grow into the games, don't we? And I'm sure it won't be long until we're firing. But we've got another comment now. I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name. But anyway, thanks for the comment. It says, it would be nice to see the final between England and Holland. Let the 2 leaders, Leah and Viv, greet each other. Hi from Greece. Yeah, it would be a good final, that actually. I think the only way that can happen, though, is... I'm trying to think where Holland would need to finish in the group for us to be able to meet them in the final, because we're due to meet... and I think it's the group winners we can meet in the semi-final. So maybe if Holland come runners up in the group, then there is a chance we could play in the final. I agree, that would be a great final, wouldn't it? Viv against Leah. Of course, Holland won it last time. Now, Georgia Stanway inside the penalty, have a shot there, deflected. Goalkeeper doesn't hold it. Ellen White's in there, but it's gone behind for a corner. Again, it's Callaghan with the clear. That's another decent bit of goalkeeping by Burns in goal there. Beth Mead's back over on his near side. Georgia Stanway's shot was deflected. Goalkeeper did well. Ellen White tried to give it back to Georgia Stanway, but it was put behind by Callaghan. But again, the goalkeeper's done well for Northern Ireland. And he's going to be another corner to England on this near side, which Lauren Hemp, again, is going to take. I don't want to think too much about the final yet. There's just a lot of football to be played, and I don't want to get too excited. But yes, England against Holland in the final would be a dream, wouldn't it? But let's see how it works out, how the draw goes, and obviously we'll need to get through our games first. Anyway, this is a corner now to England. Lauren Hemp again in, swings it towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Header comes in from Millie Bright. It comes to the far post. Leah Williamson is turned over from Beth inside the 6-yard box. She looks a bit frustrated, Beth Mead there. I think it's going to be another corner to England. The first header came in fact, it was only half cleared. Leah Williamson put it back into the box. Beth Mead got on the end of it inside the 6-yard box. Couldn't direct it towards the goal. In fact, it may well have got deflected. Is it another corner swing? I think it might be. In fact, it is. This is going to be over on that far side this time, the corner. In fact, it isn't. It's back on this near side again with Lauren Hemp. So it was a corner. Again, it's England's 3rd corner. Again, it's Lauren Hemp. Again, curls it in towards the near post. It's headed behind again by a Northern Ireland defence. It's going to be another corner to England. Again, it was Callaghan. She's actually conceded 3 of these 4 corners, a captain for Northern Ireland. It's going to be Hemp again with this in-swinging corner. Maybe needs a little bit more height on it than the previous one. Let's see what happens here. England now starting to look a lot more dangerous in this game. The corner comes in again towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Oh, good goalkeeping again, but it comes to the edge of the box. A shot comes in from Stanway. Was she brought down in the box? Referee says no. Fran Kirby picks up possession. Still Northern Ireland can't get it away, but they do now. Drops into the arms of goalkeeper Burns. Was Stanway fouled there as she went to shoot? She certainly she was challenged in the box there. We'll have to see a replay of that. I'm not even sure if VAR are checking it, so maybe it wasn't a foul, but she was put under pressure there, Stanway. She went to fire a shot in the end. Northern Ireland did manage to defend it well, but the clearance hasn't worked out particularly well for them. Leah Williamson now in possession again for England. Now it's Millie Bright. Gives it back to Captain Williamson, striding forward. She's held up briefly, plays it square to Millie Bright. Ball up the line, looking for Lucy Bronze, is deflected behind for a throw to England off Rebecca Holloway, who plays in America. In fact, it was McGuinness, sorry, that was deflected off Kirsty McGuinness. Here's a throw, though, which Lucy Bronze is going to take on this near side. She finds Lauren Hemp, who again, sorry, that was Georgia Stanway playing on this right-hand side. Now, Rachel Dalev on that far side for England does well, goes past one challenge. That's a good ball to Beth Mead over on that far side. Cuts inside, Beth Mead puts across it towards the edge of the 6-yard box, looking for Ellen White. Good defending again from Northern Ireland. But Millie Bright now in possession for England. That's another poor ball for Millie Bright. That's 2 or 3 now she's done. But anyway, England do pick the ball up again. Kira Walsh. Lauren Hemp on this near side, cuts in on that left foot. That's a lovely ball through to Stanway. Is she going to get there? No, she doesn't. The goalkeeper's out again. Jacqueline Burns had a good game for Northern Ireland in these first 20 minutes. A couple of good saves. She was alert there as well. The pass was maybe slightly overhit actually from Lauren Hemp, just slightly. Georgia Stanway was charging into the box there, but the goalkeeper's come out well and gathered the ball on the edge of the 6-yard box. It is still Northern Ireland 0, England 0. We've played 19 minutes now at St Mary's down in Southampton. It's been all England possession, but so far not really too many clear chances for England. This that one, Beth Mead inside the 6-yard box, deflected over from that corner. We haven't really created too much other than that. Millie Bright with a ball pinged over to that far side, looking for Beth Mead again. She's going to get there as well under pressure from McKenna. She's done well there, Beth Mead. Claims a foul. It's not given. She did put the ball through the legs of the Northern Ireland defender, but it was good defending, actually, to be fair, from McKenna, who does play in England for Lewis in the Championship. It's a good little bit of play there by Beth Mead, and she just stood her ground, a defender, to be fair. And if you're a defender, you certainly wouldn't feel that was a free kick. Beth Mead looked a little bit upset that it wasn't given, but I don't think it was a foul. It was good defending, and it is going to be a goal kick now to Northern Ireland, whose fans are behind that goal they're defending in this first half. There's quite a few of them as well, all in green, adding a little bit more colour to this tournament. We've already seen a lot of colour, haven't we, from lots of the other sides.
Orange and yellow.
It's been a very colourful tournament, and I say the Northern Ireland fans are adding to that tonight. That's a goal kick actually by Byrne. It's gone straight out for a throw to England, just in front of the dugouts over on that far side, which Rachel Daly is going to take when she finally gets the ball from the fourth official, which she still hasn't got it actually, but she has now. And we'll see if England can start to create a few more opportunities. We've played 20 minutes, and so far it's been pretty much as we expected. All England possession, Northern Ireland, everybody behind the ball, and so far no real big opportunities for England, really. Leah Williamson now in possession for England, coming forward on halfway, plays the ball out to that far side again, looking for Beth Mead. That's a great touch from Mead, but again McKenna's there. In fact, the offside flag's up against Beth Mead there. She was given offside. Didn't think she was there, but anyway, it was given as offside. We'll see now in the replay. Actually, she's offside. She went just a little bit too early there, Beth, and she was offside. But again, it was good defending from McKenna. Maybe Beth Mead needs to switch back over to the other side where she started. But anyway, we'll see what happens. They keep switching, don't they, her and Lauren Hemp? They've done it in all the games so far. Anyway, it's a free kick to Northern Ireland over on that far side, in line with the penalty area, which goalkeeper Burns is going to take. Goes up that line. It's a Northern Ireland header, but England do pick up the loose ball, but not for very long. That was a bad ball forward from Ellen White, actually, but Lucy Bronze cuts out that ball from Northern Ireland, and Millie Bright will now play it back to goalkeeper Mary Earps, who's probably had more touches of the ball in the opening 20 minutes here than she has in the previous 2 games put together, actually. But anyway, Leah Williamson now covering forward. She's probably had more touches of the ball in this opening 20 minutes as well. Bringing the ball forward into Lauren Hemp. She's got Lucy Bronze outside in lots of space. As she finds Bronze, that's a good ball. What's the cross going to be like? It's a decent cross towards the far post. Looking for Beth Mead. It's just a bit behind her, but she does well. Manages to head it down to Fran Kirby just on the edge of that penalty area over on the England left. Again, though, Northern Ireland do force us back. The ball's now with Millie Bright, very central. She's going to try a shot from distance. She does try a shot from distance. A good save again by goalkeeper Byrne. That's probably our first shot on target, actually. But it was a good save, a good effort, actually, from Millie Bright from distance. It was going in that far corner as well. The goalkeeper done well. She's made 2 or 3 decent interceptions already, the goalkeeper, tonight. But that was a good effort from Millie Bright. That will count as a shot on target. But it's going to be another corner to England over on that far side. Let's see if England can get the goal. It's going to be Beth Mead with a corner, an in-swinger from that far side towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Millie Bright wins a header. Again, though, Northern Ireland do manage to clear it away. Rachel Daly with the shot. She doesn't get over it. Actually, it stays in. And Rachel Daly's gone down with an injury. But Northern Ireland on the counter-attack with Wade over on that far side. She's done well, Wade, actually. She's probably been their best attacking player, but that attack soon breaks down. England have won the ball back. And I think Rachel Daly is now back on her feet again.
Last game, wasn't she?
Yeah, she did get an injury last time. She's not moving very freely, but she is jogging back into position. and hopefully she's going to be okay. I don't know if she just landed awkwardly when she tried that previous shot, but anyway, Leah Williamson is now coming forward for England. Don't forget, actually, you've still got time. You can put your guess in to win the CD, the beautiful game. You just need to subscribe to the channel and guess the number of goals England will score in the group stage. We're still on 9 at the moment. Well, maybe this might be 0-0, so perhaps guess 9 and you might win. But that's up to you. If you do want to win it, it's a signed copy. Subscribe to the channel, put your guess in, and you may well win this CD. The winner will be announced at the end of this game. Lucy Bronze now coming forward for England. It's a good run. Plays the ball through. Ellen White, is this going to be the moment? She beats the keeper. Is it going to go in? No, it's just wide. Big chance that was. England's best chance so far in this game. A lovely ball played through to her, actually, by Lucy Bronze. A lovely run. She was onside. Great run from Ellen White, but the finish not quite there, was it? It just rolled past that far post, beat the keeper, but couldn't quite get her angles right there. And it was always going to just roll wide. But that's a big chance that was for Ellen White. The goalkeeper did well, actually, to narrow that angle, but you'd expect White to have hit the target there. She just rolled it past the post. The goalkeeper's actually gone down now. Not quite sure what happened to her there, but she's gone down. And anyway, it looks like there's a water break anyway. The players have gone over to the far side to grab some refreshment and some little bit of coaching there, where the goalkeeper's receiving some treatment. Looks like a knee injury possibly for her. Be a shame because she's actually played well. Well, it'd be a shame for her and for Northern Ireland. It wouldn't necessarily be a shame for us if she couldn't continue, but I think she's going to be okay. But I'm not quite sure what happened there. I don't know whether she landed awkwardly when she dived for that last ball, but I think she's going to be able to continue. And she's now getting a drink as well with her luminous yellow gloves. Certainly wouldn't need floodlights with them gloves on. Really gives the spot of a mile away. She's still sitting on the floor at the moment, and the reserve goalkeeper's warming up, actually. So I don't know whether there is maybe a concern over her. In fact, the two reserve goalkeepers are warming up. But we'll see. She's back on her feet again now, Jackie Byrne. So let's hope she's okay and she'll be able to continue. I think she will. So we'll see what happens with this. But there's going to be a fair bit of injury time into this first half due to the VAR check and now this injury to Byrne. But she's okay. She's back on her feet again, getting a warm round of applause from the crowd behind that goal as well, which is good to see from the England fans. And I say the Northern Ireland fans in that far corner. And it is going to be a goal kick to Northern Ireland, of course, after Ellen White missed that big chance, actually. I say probably the clearest cut opportunity that we've had so far in this game. Finally got in behind that Northern Ireland defence. And I'm sure Ellen White will feel she should have done a bit better with that. Should have maybe rolled that in the corner. But anyway, she got that one slightly wrong. But it is a goal kick again to Northern Ireland, which Burns is going to take. She now is fit. And that's a long ball towards halfway. It's flicked on. Lucy Bronze wins the ball. Actually, she loses out. Northern Ireland coming forward again. This is Kirsty McGuinness. Rolls the ball through again, looking for the run of Wade, who keeps cutting in from that far side. Ireland's right to quite good effect, actually. She had that very early chance, and she had another shot a little while ago, and she tries to get in on the end of that as well. Made a good run from that right-hand side into the penalty area, but that pass just ran away from her. And England have managed to tidy it up now. Leah Williamson again pings the ball over to that far side, looking for... Actually, Lauren Hemp's gone back over there now. Leah Williamson again inside the centre circle for England coming forward. It's a good run. Beth Mead's off on this near side. Instead, it goes to Lucy Bronze. Plays it inside to Kira Walsh. Northern Ireland are working extremely hard without the ball to deny us space. But Rachel Daly now in possession, finds Leah Williamson inside, just inside the Northern Ireland half. Pings it to this near side to Beth Mead. Not a great first touch from Beth Mead, and it's gone out for a throw though to England, off the Northern Ireland defender, which Lucy Bronze takes that throw, finds Millie Bright. Plays it square to Leah Williamson, and it's gone out to the far side now to Rachel Daly. Dinks in towards the box to Stanway. A shot on a turn there from Georgia Stanway. Would have been a dramatic acrobatic goal, but unfortunately that one has gone wide. The good ball actually from Rachel Day. A good run again from Stanway in between the two centre halves for Northern Ireland. She tried to do an acrobatic overhead kick and got it all wrong, and it's gone a long way wide. But good movement though again from Stanway. She gets herself into some really great positions, doesn't she, on the edge of the penalty area. She couldn't quite get the finish there though. And England's coach for the evening has gone down now to have a chat to the fourth official about something. I'm not quite sure what he's unhappy about. But anyway, it's a goal kick to Northern Ireland, which Burns going to take again. They all seem to go out to that far side. She's a left-footed goalkeeper. That's where all her clearances seem to go. But it's going to be, this one's going to be a throw to England, which Rachel Daly's going to take over on that far side. Just, I say, in front of the England dugout. In fact, the Northern Ireland dugout, sorry. Gives it to Kirby, gets it back Daly. Plays it square to Williamson, now to Millie Bright. England again enjoying a lot of possession, but still not really creating too much. Williamson now brings the ball over halfway, plays it to Daly over on that far side. Rachel Daly finds Lauren Hemp, who hasn't really been in this game much, but she's a good run now. She's gone past two challenges, goes past another one. The ball falls to Fran Kirby. She's held up again, though, by a Northern Ireland defender. They have defended really, really well in this opening half an hour. Millie Bright plays it back to Lauren Hemp. Not a good ball back to Millie Bright, but she's not under any sort of pressure. And she's got 25, 30 yards of space. Plays the ball square to Leah Williamson. Northern Ireland defending quite high now. And again, that's not a great ball from Williamson, actually. Looking for Lauren Hemp again, but it's gone out for a throw on that far side. A couple of those long balls from Leah haven't quite come off in this first half. In fact, not many of the passes in and around that penalty have come off for England yet. Just that one big chance for Lauren Hemp, which for Ellen White, which she just put wide. And that's been pretty much it as far as England are concerned. Whereas Northern Ireland have had one or two opportunities on the counter-attack. Is that another offside? Or was it a throw over on that far side instead? In fact, it's a throw to England. Rachel Daly takes it into Fran Kirby. She does well to hold the ball up. Finds Kira Walsh. Now finds Millie Bright. She's got Lucy Bronze on this near side. Instead, she plays it in towards Beth Mead. Beth Mead does find Lucy Bronze. In fact, Beth Mead was fouled. She was fouled from behind there. And it's going to be a free kick to England. It was the number 3, Demi Vance, with the foul there. She was just late there going into the back there of Beth Mead. They normally hurt them, actually. But Beth Mead's made of firmer stuff. And I'm sure she's going to be okay. She laid the ball off well, actually, to Lucy Bronze. But instead, England got a good opportunity now with this free kick. It's about 15 yards, 20 yards outside the penalty area, just slightly to this near side. Beth Mead and Lauren Hemp are both standing over it. It's probably within range of a shot, actually. I mean, it would take a hell of a free kick to score from there. But it's certainly within range. It's going to be Lauren Hemp with her left foot, maybe to curl that round the wall and go for goal, is she? Or is she going to just try to dink it into the penalty? In fact, it's going to be Beth Mead instead. Goes towards the far post. It's a header from Lucy Bronze. Oh, she's put it wide. A big chance for Lucy Bronze there. Lovely free kick from Beth Mead. Brilliant ball into the box. Lovely run as well from Lucy Bronze. She got a free header in there. In fact, she didn't quite get enough on it, did she? If she got more on that header, she could have put that in the corner, but instead, she just didn't quite get enough, did she? And it's gone. Yeah, she just maybe got too much on it, actually. She needed to glance it a little bit more. But anyway, it's gone just wide of the post. And that's another chance for England gone begging in this first half. We played 32.5 minutes. It is still Northern Ireland 0, England 0 at St Mary's. But England coming forward again with Beth Mead. She wins the ball well there, but it's going to just run away from her. And again, there's no way through past this resolute Northern Ireland defence. Lucy Bronze does well there defensively after that header that she just couldn't quite get on target, but she defended well there. Now Millie Bright plays it back to Mary Earps. Now it's Leah Williamson. England being patient in their build-up. Fran Kirby does well there. That's a good ball as well. It's going to fall to Beth Mead. Is it Ellen White? No, it goes between the two of them. There's a little bit of uncertainty which was going to go for that ball. And in the end, goalkeeper Burns is out to grab it. It's a really good ball from Fran Kirby into a dangerous area. Ellen White and Beth Mead were both going for it. Then they both kind of stopped and looked at each other, and it rolled through to the goalkeeper. In fact, it probably would have gone to the goalkeeper anyway. Her kicking's not very good, actually. I don't know whether she's still got an injury. England just picked that ball up again with Millie Bright now just coming forward for England. Plays it up this near side, looking for Beth Mead on the touchline this time. Plays it inside to Georgia Stanway. Back to Lucy Bronze. Good possession is from England, but can we create a chance? But yeah, Lucy Bronze got a little bit of a space now on this near side. Cuts back inside. She does well, Lucy Bronze. She's held up briefly though by the defender, who does well again, actually, Kirsty McGuinness. Good work from her. And it's going to be a corner, though, to England again. But it shows how determined Northern Ireland are. Really good defensive play that was there from McGuinness. And Lucy Bronze couldn't get across away. But it's going to be another corner to England. Again, it's going to be Lauren Hemp on this near side to take it. 10 minutes until half-time. So there will be some stoppage time at the end, we're sure, because there's been a couple of hold-ups in this game. But it is another corner to England, about the fifth or sixth corner we've had. Again, it's going to be Lauren Hemp with this one, in swinging with her left foot from this near side, in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Goalkeeper's out again and does well. Georgia Stanway tries to recycle the ball back into the box. It strikes a Northern Ireland player on the edge of the box, but there's a breakaway on here. Great defensive play there, though, from Lauren Hemp. Plays the ball back to goalkeeper Mary Earps to stop that counter-attack. It was Callaghan there looking to get forward on the counter-attack for Northern Ireland, but great defensive play from Lauren Hemp. And England again can try to launch an attack of their own, but not for very long. Northern Ireland again have won the ball, and they are looking to come forward. They are looking to attack when they get the opportunity, actually. It's a good ball in round the back. Is it going to come through to Mary Earps? It's not. Oh, side net in there. Another opportunity from Wade. She has been a danger for England in this first half. Again, she cut across from that right-hand side. In fact, she was offside that time. She took it round Mary Earps. The angle was very, very tight. She was just offside, actually. She got there just ahead of the England goalkeeper, then took it round her, but the angle was too tight. She couldn't quite direct it on target. But another dangerous moment, actually, from Wade. She has certainly been their most dangerous player. Anyway, England now back in possession with Leah Williamson. Lauren Hemp's made a run, and the ball goes over the top looking for Lauren Hemp. Well tidied up, though, by Rebecca Holloway. It comes back, though, to Millie Bright, just inside the centre circle for England. She's got a little bit of space ahead of her. Northern Ireland dropping a little bit deeper now. And in fact, Millie Bright tries a shot again from distance, but this one isn't quite as good as the one before. It drifts harmlessly wide. England don't really need to do that, do we? We don't need to be shooting from distance. We can try to keep possession and try and pull their defence apart. And that was a bit of a waste there, actually, from Millie Bright. But we've played nearly 37 minutes. It is still 0-0. And it's the longest that we've gone into a game without taking the lead so far in the tournament, isn't it? So fair play to Northern Ireland for that. And they have defended really, really well. But England haven't been quite as swift. In fact, Austria have just taken the lead in the other game in this group. So they currently look as though they're going to qualify in second place. It was a header, good goal actually. From their number 15, headed that one in. So Austria are ahead at the moment against Norway. They only need a draw, don't forget, Austria, to qualify. Norway have to win. It looks as though Austria are going to make it through. England now coming forward again. Lucy Bronze on this near side. A little bit of space for her. Again, it's good defensive play from McGuinness, but Lauren Hemp calls the ball towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Again, a Northern Ireland defenders there to head it away. And they do complete the clearance there with Holloway. Great ball again from Lauren Hemp into that 6-yard box. But again, it was a good header, actually. That was from McFadden, Sarah McFadden, who plays for Durham, actually, in the Championship. Leah Williamson now in possession for England. The ball basically staying inside the Northern Ireland half for much of this game, but so England have found it very difficult to find this breakthrough. Leah Williamson again in possession, plays it square to Millie Bright, pings it in to Lauren Hemp. Not a great first touch, but she got away with that now. Kira Walsh to Fran Kirby. Beth Mead again's over on that far side, the left. She cuts in, plays it in. That's a lovely ball. Fran Kirby inside the penalty area. Ellen White's inside the 6-yard box. She pulls it back across the wall. Stanway, the shot's in. It's off the line. In fact, it was Lucy Bronze, I think, with a shot. It was Holloway off the line. Northern Ireland defending for their lives in this game.
Yeah,
It was Georgia Stanway with the effort. That's a good attack that was from England. Lovely knock through there from Stanway. Finds Kirby. Ball across the box. Stanway's shot was going in. Lovely pullback from Fran Kirby. It was cleared off the line by Holloway. Fran Kirby did really well again there. She was at full stretch there, actually, Georgia Stanway. It was on target, but good defending. The goalkeeper may well have clipped it out. It's another corner. Again, Lauren Hemp takes it. Header comes in from Millie Bright. Again, it's off target, and the chances are starting to pile up. But England can't find the goal. Terry says Austria 1-0. Yeah, it looks like they're going to be going through. And Munion's in the chat. How you doing, mate? Thanks for tuning in again. He says, how you doing? Yeah, we're all doing well, mate. Terry says, great defending by Northern Ireland. It is. It's very good defending by Northern Ireland. We knew that's what they were going to do. They did it when we played them before at Wembley, didn't they? And in the end, once we got one, they started to flow. And I'm sure the same will happen tonight. But it's getting that one, isn't it? And at the moment, we haven't really looked like getting it. Just that one really big chance from Ellen White. And just that one there from Stanway. We're coming forward again. Fran Kirby finds Lauren Hemp on the edge of the box. Lauren Hemp gets it onto her left foot. It's blocked. Fran Kirby with a shot. And she scored! Fran Kirby.
Come on.
She's deserved a goal in this tournament. She's been brilliant, actually. And she finishes that well from the edge of the box. Finally, the breakthrough. It took 40 minutes for England to score. It's been a fully deserved lead, you have to say. Northern Ireland have defended for their lives. But that extra little bit of quality England have got from Fran Kirby gives us that goal. Oh, I've put Northern Ireland one. I'm so used to England being the first team. Normally England the first. I better change that. It isn't Northern Ireland that scored. Don't worry, it is England that scored. And it was a good play, actually, on the edge of the box there. It was a shot initially from Lauren Hemp. What a good finish that is from the edge of the penalty area from Fran Kirby. Curled it in.
That was brilliant.
When the goalkeeper had no chance with that. She's played well, the goalkeeper, but she was never going to save that. Brilliant first time finish from Fran from the edge of the box. She certainly deserved a goal in this tournament. Brilliant finish for her right foot. Curled it around the goalkeeper into the corner of the net. And England finally get the breakthrough. And you'd imagine that there's going to be the floodgates will now open. Terry says 1-0 Kirby, good goal. It was a good goal indeed, a very good goal from Fran Kirby. Just 3 more needed, Terry, for you. And we're nearly half time, so it's going pretty much as you maybe hoped it would so far. We've had enough chances, and we finally stuck one in, and we've got the lead that we fully deserve. Northern Ireland's wall of defenders has finally been broken. It's taken a little bit of time, but we've got there in the end. And let's hope it's the first of a few goals tonight. Very good finish it was as well from Fran Kirby. Opens her account for the tournament. A well-deserved goal from her. But Northern Ireland have posed a threat. They're coming forward again on this near side. Callahan now picks the ball up on the edge of the box. She's crowded out there by a combination of Georgia Stanway and Beth Mead. And England now can come forward themselves. Goal scorer Fran Kirby over on that far side. Kirby plays it back again to Leah Williamson. Gregory says there, what's the game time? It is 42 minutes we've played, so we're not far from half time. Tom says there, a lot of people don't agree with me, but that girl would be awesome at Arsenal. Fran Kirby, yeah, she probably would. Although she would be great in the number 10 position, but that's where Viv's been playing. So I don't know. She's a very good player. There's no doubt about that, even though we don't like her most of the time when she plays for Chelsea. But she is a quality player. There's no doubt about that. And that was a very good goal. But England lose the ball briefly, but then work really hard. Beth Mead to put them under pressure. And England won it back again. And Kira Walsh picks the ball up, playing in that number 6 position that she's so good at. Leah Williamson now on halfway. Kira Walsh again inside the centre circle. Dinks the ball over the top, looking for Beth Mead. A good touch by Beth Mead. Cuts back inside the penalty of Beth Mead. Can she pull it back? She does to the edge of the box. Oh, Stanway's shot. Again, it's well defended by Northern Ireland. It's going to be another corner to England.
Come on.
Great play that was from Beth Mead. Finally, she got a little bit of a run. She hasn't had the bit to run at defenders much in this first half, but she got a clear down this near side, cut back inside, pulled the ball back to the edge of the box, and it was Georgia Stanway's shot, which was deflected off number 17, Laura Rafferty. defending again from Northern Ireland. That's certainly putting their bodies on the line for the cause. You have to give them a lot of credit for the way that they've played. Of course, Laura Rafferty plays for Southampton as well, so she'll probably know this ground quite well. Anyway, Lauren Hemp it is with this corner for England again. Over on this near side, it's going to be an in-swinger against towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Again, it's a Northern Ireland head that gets there. But again, England pick the ball up. It's back out again to Lauren Hemp. She wants to get it back on her left foot. That's a great cross again. It's flicked on by Williamson to Beth Mead. Beth Mead shot. She scored. Beth Mead gets another goal. 3 games in a row she scored. Her 5th goal in the tournament.
Excellent.
What a career. What a summer she's having. Absolutely brilliant stuff there. Beth Mead with the goal. 2-0 to England. Beth Mead is on her way to the Golden Boot. We said we wanted her to get a couple tonight. That's one now. Brilliant finish from the edge of the box. Another great goal, as Terry says there. Meado! And a good first touch, cut back inside. It was deflected, actually, and that maybe beat the keeper, but it doesn't matter. It's on target. It's Beth's goal, and that is 2-0 to England. That's 5 goals for the tournament for Beth Mead. There's just no stopping her, is there?
Go on.
Good to see Russ in the chat. How you doing, mate? Hope you are well. 2-0 to England, and Gregory says Milo as well. The goals flying in for England and for Beth Mead. She's going to take some stopping now, isn't she? That Golden Boot is nearly there for her. In fact, if she gets 2 more goals in this tournament, she'd be a record of an England player, either man or woman, at an international tournament, because the record is 6. Which Gary Lineker, Harry Kane and Ellen White all scored in various tournaments. And Beth Mead's now on 5 and potentially 3 games to go. So you never know the way she's going. She may well be able to beat that record. She's beat every other record for England recently, hasn't she? So anyway, Northern Ireland currently got a free kick. But it's been a good finish to this first half for England after a little bit of huff and puff for 40 minutes. But now we are flying. And you'd imagine we're going to go on and win this game pretty comfortably now. But Northern Ireland coming forward as we approach half-time. In fact, it's going to be 4 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this half. And we will see what happens there. Gregory says, did I not say she was a contender? No, you did, actually. You did say that before. I was dismissing it, actually, because in the friendlies, the goals were so well spread around the whole squad, weren't they? Everybody was scoring, and I just felt that was going to be the way it would be in a tournament. But no, it looks like you may be right. And Tom says there, Beth Mead's on fire. Their defence is terrified. Indeed, every defence is terrified of Beth Mead at the minute. England coming forward again, looking for a 3rd goal before half-time. Lucy Bronze finds the player of the moment. Beth Mead again plays it back into the box, looking for Lucy Bronze again, but it was well defended. In fact, there's been a free kick now given to Northern Ireland. But yeah, Beth Mead has scored another goal. What a great tournament she is having. But it is a free kick to Northern Ireland. We've played nearly 2 minutes of stoppage time, another 2 minutes to play. We've got there in the end after a rather frustrating sort of first half, but we've got the goals. They've come late in this half. And yes, it looks as though we're going to get our 3rd victory in the group stage as things stand. It's going to take a monumental effort from Northern Ireland to come back from this, isn't it, in the second half? But you never know, but it seems unlikely. Although they have caused us more problems than the previous 2 opponents in this group, so you never know. But Lucy Bronze now plays it in to Millie Bright, and she plays it across to Leah Williamson. Now it's in with Kira Walsh inside the centre circle, dinks the ball to this near side again to Beth Mead, plays it on. That's a good ball to Georgia Stanway. Are we going to get another goal? First time cross from Stanway, goes all the way across. Lauren Hemp should just about keep this in on the far side. No, she can't quite. But another fast attack there from England. Slightly overhit that cross there from Georgie Stanway. Lovely ball from Beth Mead. Brilliant pass from her. She just needed to take a little bit off that cross. Ellen White was coming in. Would have wanted a little bit better service there. Ellen White, we're looking for some more goals herself. She's got 2, of course, in this tournament. She will be wanting some more, but we're now into the final minute of stoppage time at the end of this first half. It is England 2, Northern Ireland 0. But Northern Ireland are coming forward now. No, they're not for very long. Good tackle there from Georgia Stanway. Won the ball back. Lucy Bronze. She's had a good half, Lucy Bronze, actually. Kira Walsh again in possession in the centre circle. Pings it out to that far side to Lauren Hemp. She can't keep it in, though. It's not been her best game, Lauren Hemp, actually, for honest. Not compared to what we've seen of her previously. She's not. Her touch has been a little bit off tonight. She's not been quite as effective as in previous games, but everyone in this team's allowed one slightly off performance, aren't they? After how they've been playing, but yeah, it's not been her greatest game, Lauren Hemp. But she's in possession now. This is better though. She goes past a couple of challenges, and then 2 Northern Ireland players have gone down. Actually, left in a heap there, but Northern Ireland do come away with the ball. But that's a foul by Rachel Daly. It's going to be a free kick. It was McFadden there who was fouled by Daly, and Northern Ireland are going to finish this half with a free kick. We have played the 4 minutes of stoppages as we just look now for, I'm sure when this free, in fact, there goes a half-time whistle.
Half-time.
It's been a satisfactory first half for England. We huffed and puffed for 40 minutes. Had 1 or 2 chances. The biggest one was Ellen White, put it wide when 1-on-1 with a goalkeeper following a great ball from Georgia Stanway. And I think Beth Mead's talking to the referee who maybe wanting to take the goal off her as an own goal, but it is Beth Mead's goal. Anyway, the first goal came in 40 minutes. It was Fran Kirby. It was a shot from Lauren Hemp from the edge of the box, was deflected off her Ireland defender. It fell to Kirby's first time, curled it in to the top corner. A great goal from her. And then a couple of minutes later, Beth Mead added a second. It was a cross to the far post. She cut inside and drilled a shot with her left foot. It took a slight deflection, but it was on target and deflected past the goalkeeper to make it 2-0 at half-time. And that's probably a fair enough scoreline. Yes, England have dominated the possession, but Ireland have had 1 or 2 opportunities of their own. One in the very first minute, actually. It was from Lauren Wade, who's caused us 1 or 2 problems down that far side. And it was a decent save from Mary Earps. And that was very, very early in this game. But England have had 70% possession in that first half and had 17 attempts at goal to Northern Ireland's 2. So that kind of sums up exactly where we are. But only 3 of England's attempts have been on target. The other one was a Millie Bright one, which was saved by the goalkeeper. So, yeah, we've not been quite as clinical in front of goal tonight, have we, as we were the other night? I suppose couldn't really have expected it to, could we? Don't forget, you've still got time if you want to get your guess in to win the CD. It's, there's not long now. Obviously, England have scored 11 goals in the group so far. Terry is still maybe in pole position to win his guess of 13. England need 2 more in the second half.
Very catchy tunes on there.
They are very catchy
very
tunes.
Catchy.
Yeah, they're brilliant
I love
stuff.
it.
And it's a signed copy as well. And this could be worth a lot of money in one day. You never know. When Pete Drake has a few #1 hit singles, which I'm sure he will do, because he's made some great stuff. There is a link in the description where you can actually download the tunes anyway if you don't win them. But why not try and win a signed CD? There's not many CDs around these days. Everything's downloadable, but this is actually a CD and it's really good. As you can see, there's different mixes of the songs on there, if you can see that there. Left foot, right foot header, and the beautiful game. Brilliant stuff to help support the girls for the rest of the tournament. So if you get it right and you win, I'll get that posted out to you over the weekend, so you'll have it in time for the quarterfinal, and you can be singing along with the songs as we tend to do. So yeah, but you need to get your guess in pretty quickly, because once the second half starts, we're not going to allow any more entries in, because I don't think that's really fair, is it? But anyway, they're just showing the first goal. I say Lauren Hemp's shot was blocked, and from the edge of the box, that's a lovely finish from Fran Kirby. Absolutely brilliant goal from her. Fully deserved as well for her contribution to the tournament. She's already got about 4 assists, hasn't she? And now she's got herself a goal as well. So great stuff from her. And of course, the second goal was from our very own Beth Mead, of course. Gregory's put his guess in at 15. We've got 13, 14, and 15. So you're expecting a few more goals in the second half, there, Gregory. Good stuff. Let's hope you're right. Terry says, Richard, give it a rest. Stop telling people about my CD. Well, if it's 2 more goals, you're going to win it anyway, aren't you, Terry? Let's be honest. So we'll see what happens in the second half. Yeah. Just to say, actually, Terry did put his guess in right at the very beginning. Before we even started the competition, he said 13, and I laughed at him and said that he was joking about with 13. But actually, he's not going to be far wrong, is he? Whatever happens in the second half. So, So we've got Russell's gone for 14 actually. We've had a couple of lower guesses which can't win now because we passed that total. We had an 8, a 7 and stuff like that. So unfortunately, that's not going to happen for them. But anyway, Gregory's got another hat trick for me. Well, yeah, if she gets a hat trick, actually gets 2 more in the second half, and that's it. Then Terry will win the CD. So you need a couple more goals on top as well, won't you? But we'll see what happens. It's going to be an exciting second half, I'm sure. Probably be another succession of England chances, no doubt. And let's see if we can be a little bit more clinical in the second half because we've been a bit wasteful, haven't we, with 2 or 3 good opportunities that we should have done better with. But anyway, we will see what happens in the second half. But it's 2-0 and England are cruising into the last day. Well, we had to cruise into the last day already, but we're going to do it with 9 points out of 9, hopefully with a clean sheet. Terry's gone for 21. Is that 2 guesses, Terry? I don't think 2 guesses are allowed, actually. But 20,
is it just until the end of this game?
Yeah, to the end of the group stage.
You got 21.
Maybe 21 in a whole. Maybe 21 in a whole tournament, perhaps. With another few games to go after this.
Wishful thinking. That is wishful thinking. It
is wishful thinking, but Terry's always optimistic, so we'll let him. And he may well win it yet still, because I say we've scored 11 so far with 45 minutes to go. So we'll see what happens in the second half. But if Northern Ireland defend as well as they did in that first half, then who knows? Tom says there, do you have tickets to the final? No, not at the moment. I don't. We've desperately been trying to get them. I have got tickets to the semi-final at Sheffield, which if England win the quarter-final, England will be in it. So I've got tickets to the England semi-final. And we're also going to the quarter-final next Saturday, which is France against either Holland or Sweden.
That's at Rotherham.
And that's at Rotherham. We're going to that one as well. But no, not the final as things stand. We've been looking for tickets. Just obviously they were sold out initially. They put some more on sale, and we tried to get them then, and we still couldn't get them. The thing is, I know it's going to be annoying that there's going to be a lot of tickets available for the final because there's been tickets available for every game. It's just how do you get them? Because after a certain time you can't transfer them and stuff like that. Are you going to the final, Tom? Have you managed to get tickets? I think Matt's got tickets to the final, so I think he's lucky to get some. Yeah, he'll be fortunate to go, especially obviously if England are in it. It's going to be amazing, isn't it? And of course, obviously we'd love to be there. But anyway,
they become available if England's not in it, won't they?
Tom says Matt had some. The monkey. I don't know how he got hold of them. Well, apparently he got hold of them in the original sale at the beginning. When they went on sale. Yeah, I mean, I tried to get them. Just the time managed to kind of connect with it. They're all sold out. And even when they went back on sale again. Tom says, no, Lottie, Matt and Georgia. Yeah, I know that they all got tickets. I mean, anyone who's got tickets to the final is so lucky, really. But I'm not going to give up quite yet. There's still time. Who knows? Maybe there'll be some become available. Maybe be able to pick some up from somewhere. People might not be able to go. We'll wait and see. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But obviously, if England don't make it, then I'm probably not going to be so bothered, if I'm honest. Although it will still be a great occasion, of course. But yeah, I'm sure there'll be a few become available if England aren't in it. To be fair, but we'll see what happens. I'm still trying, but I am really looking forward to the semi-final. Just hope that England can win on Wednesday, and then it will be England playing in that game, and that will be a great night, wouldn't it? Seeing them play in the semi-final. But yeah, unfortunately, the final at the moment is a no-go. But we'll see. I mean, if you're looking for tickets, Tom, if I find any available, I'll let you know because we'll see. But yeah.
Do you want a cup back?
Actually, I might have me water though.
Where?
Is it on the side up there? I'm not sure. No, in the kitchen, is it? I don't know, actually. I don't know where I put it. Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, I need to get the Packers break through that defence. Just wants to break through.
Tom says I couldn't get any, but the Emirates Cup's the day before. So a good weekend in London for get one. Oh wow, yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? Emirates Cup on the Saturday and then the final on the Sunday. But yeah, I don't know how easy they're going to be to get. At the minute, it's proving to be impossible. But who knows? We'll see what happens a bit nearer the time, maybe. But I say we've got 2 more games to go to, so I'm looking forward to that. And hopefully, at least one of them will be involving England anyway on the 26th of July. at Sheffield, which is good. So we'll see what happens. Your alarm's going off. I'll turn it off. So it looks as though it's going to be Austria going through as well in second place, which of course means that Manu Zinsberger and Laura Weinrother will be in the next round as well, which is great, obviously, for them. And yeah, Norway, unfortunately, Frida Marnum might not be making it through. It looks as though Austria have actually dominated this game anyway, probably deserved to be in front. But there's still 45 minutes to go. Tom says there, like gold dust, still a long time to go. Yeah, no, there is. I mean, I haven't given up completely that won't be able to get one, but yeah, it's starting to look a lot less likely. I say particularly if England are still in it next week. I think it's going to be really difficult. But we'll see what happens. I mean, you know, if the tickets are there, we'll get them and we'll go. But if not, then unfortunately we'll have to watch it on telly with everybody else and enjoy it that way. Do a watch along probably like this and see how it goes. But yeah, see what happens. But so I'm looking forward to the semi-final anyway, which is going to be good, I'm sure. But they're just showing the highlights now of Austria, who are winning 1-0 at half time against Norway, which would put them, I'm saying, they would play Germany. So obviously speaking to Andreas last night, he's kind of hoping it would be Austria that Germany would face because of most of their players playing the Bundesliga. So it'd be good maybe for them as well. And it's like a local derby, isn't it? Germany, Austria, a bit like us and Northern Ireland, I suppose. Similar, not the same, obviously. But yeah, so that might be that game. They are in front, Austria, and they only need a draw. It's a good header, actually. It was Nicola Bieler with that goal. Another one who plays in the Bundesliga, of course, that we were talking about before. So it looks like it's going to be them. Tom says they're chocolate hobnobs. They're not. They're rich tea, actually. They're rich teas. They're not really rich teas. They're fake ones. They're fake rich teas. There you go. Fake rich teas, but they are nice. Not chocolate hobnobs, unfortunately. But yeah, rich teas instead. But they're quite nice. They're quite crunchy, them ones. But anyway, they are nice. So yeah, it's rich teas, not chocolate hobnobs. But we're getting ready for the second half now. We've got a couple of minutes to go until the start of the second half. Of course, tomorrow it's the conclusion of Group B. Germany play Finland. You know, Germany are through and Finland are out, and then it's the big one, Denmark against Spain, which is going to decide who we play in the quarterfinal. So we're going to be watching that game, obviously, to find out who we're going to be playing. It's going to be either Spain or Denmark. Denmark need to win. Spain need a draw to go through, and then that will decide which one of them we'll be playing next Wednesday, which, you know, will decide how far we might go in the competition. Gregory says there, I miss living in England. Whereabouts are you living now then? And where did you live in England? And when did you leave England? There's a few questions here you can answer for us. Lion Bar. Oh, I remember Lion Bars, actually.
I remember them.
Do they still make them? I'm not sure if they do.
I don't think so.
But anyway, I do remember Lion Bars.
They're a bit like picnics, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember. I think they've got nuts in, so I can't eat them. But I do remember.
I love nuts.
So yeah, Lion Bar. That's a blast from the past, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Yeah. A Lion Bar. Good stuff. But yeah, no. I don't know if they still make them, but maybe they do. Actually, they do them. There's like retro sweets, isn't there? You can buy, so they probably do them in them.
What, like going back to the 80s or something?
Yeah, you can get like retro sweets. They do in big tubs and that. So I don't know whether they do Lion Bars in them as well. But anyway, but we are getting ready for the second half. The substitutes have been warming up on the pitch. But anyway, I'm sure we'll be starting the second half very soon and see if England are going to get some more goals and see who's going to win this CD, because it's been quite fun doing this competition, actually. And we do thank, obviously, Pete Drake for donating the CD as well for us. And hopefully, even if you don't win it, the link's in the description. Please download the songs because they are brilliant. There's some half-time substitutes for England. Ella Toon's coming on, Elisa Russo's coming on, and Alex Green was coming on. So we're going to see we're going to see some changes. Millie Bright's gone off by the look of it. I've just seen her in the background there. So Millie Bright's definitely gone off. Ella Toon will probably come on for Georgia Stanway, I would have thought, or maybe Fran Kirby. Alex Green was going to drop into the defence, obviously, and you'd assume Elisa Russo is going to replace Ellen White. Good to see her get her 45 minutes, actually, because I've been really impressed with what she's done for England. But yeah, that's the 3 substitutions for England. Yeah, Ellen White's gone off. She's just sitting down. And Stanway's gone off. Yeah, so they're the 3 that's gone off. So Ellen White, Georgia Stanway, and Millie Bright have gone off. And Elisa Russo, Ella Toon, and Alex Greenwood have all come on. And that's going to be the changes. So it's just like for like substitutes, really. Gregory says there, Canadian ex-military. I was posted to England for 3 years. Got to meet the Queen and Andrew and William. Wow, okay. Well, not so much Andrew, but certainly meeting the Queen and William.
I wouldn't be bragging about Andrew.
No, not Andrew, no. I suppose at the time you probably didn't realise. No one realised really.
He was Dodge.
But, you're Canadian, but you lived in it. Was you in London, was you then? I'm assuming by that. That must be great in the military as well.
The Queen,
meeting the Queen, brilliant. Tom says there, a Lion Bar didn't have nuts, just Rice crispy type things. Oh right, okay. Oh, they're all right then. Maybe a picnic had nuts. Deep voice say tune. Right, cool.
What was that?
So we're just about to start second half anyway. Northern Ireland are kicking off, attacking the goal to our right, and England will be obviously taking a goal to our left, which is normally at St Mary's. That's where the away fans normally are. Obviously, the whole ground's full of away fans tonight because technically England are the away team, although we're at home, which is a bit confusing. But we have made 3 substitutions. Are you in Yeovil in Somerset? Oh, it's a beautiful place, Yeovil, actually.
Oh, gorgeous.
Lovely stuff, indeed.
In Somerset.
Yeah, Somerset.
Somerset, we'll get off my land.
Yeah, Yeovil's a nice place, actually. So, yeah, good stuff. Anyway, England now coming forward straight away at the start of this second half. Ella Toon getting involved already. It's Lucy Bronze over on that far side, plays it back to Leah Williamson. Now she's switched to the right-sided centre-back position with Alex Green on left back. Alex Green was given a ball away.
Oh,
that was a poor ball from her, actually. And it's Wade again, the dangerous Wade's going through. Leah Williamson, though, holds her up. And now the ball's gone back to Mary. It's a bit sloppy that was from Alex Greenwood. She has only just come on, so we'll let her off maybe. Because, she puts her hand up there to, acknowledge the mistake that she made. And she's actually put under pressure again, but she does well this time, finds Rachel Daly. And now Fran Kirby, who's moved more over to this left-hand side, actually, now. Ella Toon's taken up that position in the number 10 role by the look of it. The ball's over on that far side, though. Lucy Bronze plays it in to Ella Toon, lays it off to Beth Mead. This is nice from England. Lisa Russo plays it to Ella Toon over on that far side. Russo gets it back again. Can she get a cross in? Oh, it's just blocked actually away. Falls over to Kira Walsh, who wants to get this goal in this tournament. She hasn't scored for England yet. She's desperate to get one. She's got the ball again. And Kira Walsh pings it out to that far side to Ella Toon. Just on the edge of the Northern Ireland penalty area. Ella Toon twists and turns, looking to get a cross in. Finds Lucy Bronze. Now it's with Beth Mead over on that far side. Lovely 1-2 with Ella Toon. Beth Mead thinking to the 6 yard box. Alicia Russo heads it in. Another goal for Russo. Another header. Every single goal she scored for England has been with her head, and that's another one there. It is 3-0 to England.
Terry just needs one more.
Terry needs one more indeed.
One more, Terry.
Terry wants one more. If it comes a little bit too early, though, he'll have a long wait, won't he?
Oh, someone said 14, didn't they?
And someone said 15, so there's lots of guesses coming in. But Elisa Russo's got that goal. Beth Mead with the assist this time. Lovely cross, actually, and a lovely header from Russo. Brilliant 1-2, actually, between Ella Toon and Beth Mead. Beth Mead's cross, and Elisa Russo does Russo things, which is heading the ball in. That's what she does best. Brilliant in the air, she is. That's a great header. No saving that from any goalkeeper. Terry says Russo, another header. Yeah, is it 6 goals for England have all been headers now. So one day she'll score with her feet as well, because she can do that. But
When we talk main long, she scores.
exactly. Gregory says, when I met Andrew, I didn't know it was him. It was a briefing, and he kept talking to me when he was not supposed to. And I said to him, we are supposed to pay attention to the briefing. Oh, well, he doesn't like sticking to the rules, Andrew, anyway, does he? So there you go. That's not surprising, is it? But a funny story all the same. So thanks for sharing that. England coming forward again. Lucy Bronze. This game could get a bit silly now with a scoreline. Is it going to be another goal? No, it isn't.
yeah.
Lauren Hemp was coming in there. Lucy Bronze cross. It was saved by goalkeeper Burns, who's done well in that first half, but suddenly she's looking like a little bit more under pressure now. But she's done well there, the goalkeeper, actually. But you can suddenly see England scoring a few more in the second half. You have to say Northern Ireland's defence is starting to look a little bit more ragged. But that was a great header from Russo. 2 minutes after coming on, she's got herself another goal. She's got 2 in this tournament now. Ellen White's got 2, and her replacement's got 2 as well. It just shows us the depth of the quality that we've got in this squad. Terry says, "Come on, Northern Ireland," and the referee. Well, you don't want Northern Ireland to come on yet, do you? You want to get the goal. You want to get the next goal first. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Leah Williamson now plays the ball to this near side to Rachel Daly, in to Fran Kirby, back to Leah Williamson. To Alex Greenwood. She pings that ball over to that far side, looking for Beth Mead. A goal and an assist for her. I think player of the tournament at the moment is looking like a one-horse race, isn't it? Quite
Definitely
honestly.
Meador.
But it seems like it, but we'll see. Still a lot of games to play yet, though, but she's certainly in pole position. That's a great ball from Alex Greenwood. Can Lauren Hemp keep this in? I don't know if she can. Oh, she did keep it in. It's a good ball as well, but Northern Ireland defend that well. In fact, she didn't keep it in.
Did she not?
No, the referee's given the goal kick. But it was a good ball, actually, from Alex Greenwood to put Lauren Hemp in. But she was always under pressure to try and keep it in, and she just ran away from her. But they just showed a goal again. Beth made a beautiful cross, and what a good header that is. Going backwards as well, she was, and directed it into the far corner. And that's a great goal from a very good young player who's going to have a big future for England. Be a good signing for Arsenal, actually, Lisa Russo. She does like Arsenal as well. When she was on the Lionesses Live the other day with Ian Wright, and she kept talking about Arsenal players and Arsenal. So she's clearly a big Arsenal fan. So I think we should try and sign her personally. But anyway.
She's not like Stenia.
Well, no, I mean, we need someone else as well. You know, we can't just have Stina all season. We need someone else. So I'd like her because I think
she's good.
I think she's really good.
Just reminds me of Stina.
Yeah, no, she does. She's a similar sort of player to Stina. Yeah, she's a little bit better in the air, I think, though, than Stina. But anyway, we'll see. I wouldn't mind signing her. I don't think we will be able to.
Well, you want to sign everyone, you want to sign him?
Only the best ones. Alex Greenwood pings that ball over to the far side to Lucy Bronze. Plays it into Ella Toon. That's a lovely ball again for Beth Mead. A little bit of space again for Mead over on that far side. Can she get another cross in and produce another goal? That's a nice ball again to Ella Toon. Those two have linked up a couple of times already. Lucy Bronze with a cross this time, but it's too close to the goalkeeper. Looking for the run of Alicia Russo. And it's gone into the arms of goalkeeper Burns. We've played 51.5 minutes at Southampton. It's Northern Ireland 0, England 3. Comfortable for England, really. It's just really a matter of how many goals England will score and who's going to win the CD. There are only two things to be decided this evening. Kira Walsh now in possession. What I'll try and do, whichever player, if we get this next goal and we get the 13 and Terry wins, whoever scores the 13th goal should, I'll try and see if they can sign the CD as well. For getting the goal that's won it. But anyway, hopefully it might be Beth Mead again, but we'll see. Leah Williamson gets that ball over to this near side to Fran Kirby, the opening goal scorer tonight. Lauren Hemp cuts the ball inside again to Williamson inside the centre circle. That's a good ball. A little bit of space there for Ella Toon. That's lovely ball. Lovely turn from Russo. She's going to get another goal. Oh, yes, she has done. Yes. That's a brilliant goal from Elisa Russo. She finally scores one with her feet for England. And she makes it 4. That's the 13 goals.
Ooh,
Terry wants a full-time whistle, but I've got to say I'm getting the feeling we might actually score a few more now. But that was a lovely goal. That Ella Toon with the pass. Again, she's had a big impact. She played well the other night when she come on. What a turn that was from Russo on the edge of the penalty area. Lovely turn and a lovely little slot in as well. This is a great goal, actually. She was onside. Yeah, she was onside. 17 played. Look, what a turn. Brilliant turn and a brilliant finish as well. And she's finally got a goal with her feet for England. Lovely goal that is. Brilliant stuff from her.
Brilliant.
And what an impact she's made. She's only been on the pitch about less than 10 minutes. And she scored 2 goals. And that second one there is absolutely beautiful goal. That is one of the best goals of the tournament, actually, it has to be said. Brilliant finish. And Terry says Russo has got feet. She has got feet, and she just proved it there. That was brilliant, that. And Gregory says 2 more to go. Yeah, well, Gregory could be in with a shout now. Gregory says, every year I was in England, we Canadians got to put my name in to attend one of the Queen's garden parties. Oh, well. And the last year I was there, my name was picked. Oh, brilliant. What a great story that is as well. Got to meet the Queen. Fantastic.
Wow.
We went to the Queen's house, but she wasn't in, unfortunately, when we were there. But anyway. Oh, England coming forward again. Lucy Bronze.
Come on.
Now, Northern Ireland have got very ragged. Russo's on a hat-trick, of course. So maybe she could be in for the running for Golden Boot. If she can get some more goals tonight. She's certainly done well so far. It's 2 in 8 minutes. Now, Lauren Hemp again on this near side. That just runs away from us. It hasn't been Lauren Hemp's night, actually, so far.
No, it's not normally. She's normally better than that.
She is normally better, but she'll probably pop up with a goal. Anyway, Leah Williamson coming forward now into Kirby. That was looking for the run there of Ella Toon. It got deflected. It's gone into the arms of the goalkeeper. But can Elisa Russo get one of the quickest hat-tricks? She's already got one of the quickest hat-tricks already, because she got a hat-trick in, was it 11 minutes or something before. Ellen White on the bench there. She must be feeling a little bit frustrated that she couldn't score in the first half, and her replacement's got 2 goals already. Yeah, that's football, though, isn't it? And I'm sure Ellen White will be starting next week in the quarter-final. Our opponents we will find out tomorrow. But this group stage has been absolutely fantastic for England, hasn't it? Played some brilliant football, scored some brilliant goals, and we actually look like a very, very good team. Terry says there, come on, ref, that was miles offside. Call it a day a few minutes early. It won't matter. Well, a few minutes early, there's 35 minutes to play, so there's a long way to go yet. I think your best hope is if England play like within the first half. Beth Mead will want some more goals, won't she? She was almost in there.
Yeah, of course.
A better first touch, and she would have maybe been in with a chance of another goal. The pass from Leah Williamson, that's worked for Arsenal a few times. In fact, it came off the Northern Ireland defender Holloway, actually. It's going to be a corner to England. Good defending, as it turned out, because if Beth Mead had got on the end of that, she may well have scored, and Terry's chances of winning the CD would have evaporated. But anyway, we'll see what happens. There's still a long way to go in this game, and it's a long while for Northern Ireland to hold out, isn't it? We've played 11 minutes, and it is a corner to England over on that far side, which Lauren Hemp is going to take. Are England going to get another goal? Is Elisa Russo going to score a hat-trick? Leah Williams in there as well. She hasn't scored yet this tournament. It'd be nice for her to get a goal, wouldn't it? It is a good corner towards the edge of the 6-yard box. The goalkeeper does well again and comes and punches. She's done that a few times, actually. And just as a Northern Ireland, we're going to launch a counter-attack. Kira Walsh is there to break it up. But England has lost the ball again, actually. And Northern Ireland will try and come forward again. And again, Kira Walsh has broken it up. And she's got the ball again.
Come on.
She makes it all tick for us. Kirby now thinks the ball over the top. Beth Mead's on the edge of the box. Is Beth going to get another goal? Oh, shot there is blocked by the Northern Ireland defender. Terry breathes a sigh of relief as another chance goes missing for England. And Northern Ireland trying to come forward themselves. But again, Kira Walsh breaks up that attack. And England again pick up possession. Leah Williamson now inside the centre circle. Pings the ball to this near side, looking for Beth Mead, who switched wings again. But that header from Beth Mead has gone out for a throw. There's a couple more substitutes warming up. Chloe Kelly. Looks like Chloe Kelly might be coming on. Usually that means Beth Mead's coming off. But of course, on Monday, it was Lauren Hemp that went off, wasn't it? And Lauren Hemp hasn't had a very good night tonight. So maybe it might be her again that goes off. We'll see. But it looks like Chloe Kelly is coming on. Alex Greenwood now brings the ball out of defence. Plays it in to Ella Toon, and lovely turn from her. She's had a great game. Is she going to score herself? Shot from the edge of the box, just wide. Nearly a goal for Toon. He probably deserves one as well for the way that she's played in this tournament, coming off the bench. She's made a big impact. She does well there. There's a nice little turn as well got away from the defender and then tried a shot from about 20 yards. Beat the keeper, but just beat that far post as well.
That's a shame.
That was a good effort, actually. Gregory says there, who's your guest for player of the match? Oh, that's an interesting one, isn't it? Fran Kirby probably, or Kira Walsh maybe, but Alicia Russo's in with a chance, isn't she, for her second half performance? At least those 2 goals already. But yeah, Fran Kirby probably had a really good game tonight. But we'll see how the rest of the second half develops. Gregory says there, I hope Mead stays on. Yeah, I hope Mead stays on. Obviously, she's going for that golden boot, isn't she? So, you know, she's got an opportunity in the second half against a tiring Northern Ireland to score a few more goals. But Chloe Kelly is about to come on. So we'll see. The fact that Lauren Hemp is currently playing on the right-hand side, which is where Chloe Kelly would generally play, get the feeling that maybe Lauren Hemp is going to want to go off. Because I say it hasn't been
she's not having a good game for her.
No,
she's normally fantastic.
She's not. So that would make more sense. Or do we wrap Beth Mead in cotton wool for next week's game? Take her off before she gets injured. Not that she will, but this is nice play.
Come on,
Fran Kirby, she's going to try a goal again. It's cross towards you, edge of the box. Lauren Hemp was coming in. Lucy Bronze pulls it back. But again, Northern Ireland is still working hard defensively. But Ella Toon doing well again. Toon tries a shot from distance, but that one's always going over the bar. And maybe now we will see the substitution for England. Terry says there, we need to rest all our forward line now, just in case. Go for a 10-1 formation. Yeah, take all the strikers off. Just defend for the last half an hour and win 4-0. That would be nice, wouldn't it? But that shot there goes over the top. And it is Chloe Kelly and it is Lauren Hemp going off. Yeah, and I think that's the right decision because it hasn't been a great night for Lauren Hemp. And maybe she's looking a bit tired. Perhaps she does need a rest. And Chloe Kelly's come on to replace her. That's England's 4th substitution. Of course, you can make 5 in this competition. So we've got one more that we can still make. It'd be nice for Nikita Paris maybe to come on. I know she's left Arsenal now, but it would still be nice to see her get some minutes in this tournament. Beth Mead and Alicia Russo trying to link up on this near side. Beth Mead now playing on the left-hand side. She may well stay there for the rest of this game with Chloe Kelly on. The Northern Ireland goalkeeper's played well, but sometimes her distribution and her kicking's not been great, has it? But anyway, Rachel Daly with his throw for England finds Fran Kirby. She plays the ball back to Alex Greenwood, finds Leah Williamson. Gets it back again, Greenwood inside the centre circle. Now Rachel Daly on this near side finds Beth Mead. Plays the ball inside. That's a good pass actually to Fran Kirby. England keeping possession. But Northern Ireland again have got a good defensive shape. They were slightly pulled apart in the early part of the second half, but they've regained their composure, Northern Ireland. Rachel Daly with that ball in, but it's going to drift harmlessly wide of that far post. Not a great ball there from Rachel Daly. And Northern Ireland are now going to be making 2 substitutes of their own. Kelsey Burrows is one of them coming on, and Abby McGee as well. Both who play for Cliftonville actually in Ireland. And they are both coming on, so we'll see who's going to be going off for Northern Ireland. We've played 61 minutes. They're going to get just over half an hour, these two, or just under half an hour plus stoppage time. The 2 substitute for Northern Ireland. They're in possession again, but England once again win the ball back. Kira Walsh. But Northern Ireland haven't made the substitutions yet. They're going to maybe wait till it goes out again. Kira Walsh then pings the ball through to Fran Kirby. Kirby cutting in from this near side, plays it back to Alex Greenwood. The ball is being played at the moment in front of the Northern Ireland defence. Ella Toon tackled there by Callahan. Toon again gets the ball, battles away well. She has played well, Ella Toon, since coming on. Now Lucy Bronze has cut inside. She's got Chloe Kelly outside her. Chloe Kelly with a low cross into the near post. Alicia Russo looking for that hat-trick. Lucy Bronze down inside the area. Comes to Ella Toon, another shot and another save by the goalkeeper. That's 3 efforts now for Ella Toon in the last 5 minutes. They're getting closer and closer. She's getting closer and closer to the goal, but that one was on target at least, but it was a comfortable save by the goalkeeper. Calton says, love your England shirt. Yeah, it's the old one from 2006, I think it is, the David Beckham shirt, I call it. Terry says, come on, Northern Ireland, only 26 minutes of time wasting needed. Well, they just had an attack there, actually, which didn't come to anything because, once again, England were able to defend it quite comfortably. But it was Lauren Wade, actually, who has played well for Northern Ireland. She looks quite a good player, actually. She plays for Glentoran. And, yeah, she's had a decent game for Ireland, but lacking a lot of support up there. England coming forward again. That was a ball there looking for Elisa Russo, but it was overhit comfortably into the arms of goalkeeper Burns, she's played well as well for Northern Ireland. So those two have probably been the two best players, haven't they, for Ireland? Although I thought Callahan's had a decent game for them as well, the captain, as well in midfield.
That Miss something, what's short
McKenna.
hair?
Oh, the one.
Mackenzie?
McGuinness, is it?
McGuinness, that's it.
Yeah, McGuinness, yeah, she's played quite
had
well. She has actually, yeah.
Short-haired one.
McGuinness, she plays for Cliftonville, actually. But that's a poor ball, actually, from Lucy Burns. Rolls through again to Jackie Burns. And we have got 25 minutes to play. 25 minutes left for this group. And it is 4-0 to England, as you can see on the screen. 2 goals for Lisa Russo, 1 for Fran Kirby and 1 for Beth Mead. Northern Ireland now coming forward, are they? No, referee's blown for a free kick. That was McGuinness again, actually.
Yeah.
She's worked really hard, McGuinness, to be fair.
Had a good game.
So the two substitutes coming on now, it's Burrows and McGee are both coming on. The 2 players from Cliftonville, and we'll see you going off. Can't see who's going off. Oh, is it Rafferty? Is that Rafferty's going off?
Rafferty going off.
Yeah, Rafferty's going off. Laura Rafferty, who plays for Southampton, so a local ground. She is going off for Ireland, and Holloway's gone off as well. Rebecca Holloway, who plays in America, she has gone off as well.
Burrows.
And it's Burrows and McGee have come on. So they're the 2 substitutes for Ireland midway through this second half. And England still got 1 more still to make. See who that's going to be perhaps later on. Maybe Lotta Wilburn might get some time, but I doubt it. I don't think we'll make another defensive change.
No.
Beth Mead now has got the ball on this near side. Finds Fran Kirby, does well. Kirby plays it back to Greenwood. Into Kira Walsh, the ball over the top again, looking for Russo. She wins a header, but there's nobody behind her. In fact, it wasn't Russo. It was Chloe Kelly actually won that header. But the ball has run through to goalkeeper Burns for Northern Ireland. Gregory says there, come on England, 2 more goals to go. So you see it's been quite popular, isn't it? It's been quite a good competition, especially as it's getting quite close now to who is going to win. But it's going to be decided in the next 25 minutes or so. So before 10 o'clock, we'll know who the winner is. England are the winners of this group, and that's the most important thing, I suppose. But somebody's going to win that CD. Anyway, Alex Greenwood's now coming forward for England. She's got Rachel Daly on this near side, plays it back to Greenwood again. Ireland not putting the England defence under any pressure when we've got possession of the ball. Leah Williamson now plays it in to Kira Walsh, who's had a lot of the ball in this game, played really well. Knocks it back again to Leah Williamson. And that goes out to the far side through Lucy Bronze. Chloe Kelly's in front of her. Chloe Kelly's off after that ball, but it wasn't a great ball, actually. Didn't really give her a chance. And it was good defending by the substitute Burrows. And it's going to be a goal kick to Northern Ireland.
Austria's pretty quiet, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's still 1-0 to Austria. Yeah. So tomorrow, of course, Group B's decided. So we'll see who we're going to be playing next Wednesday. We do get an extra day's rest, which is going to be useful, hopefully, as well.
I hope Serena's back then.
Plus, as well, we've got a home advantage, of course, as we know. But we'll see who we're playing. It's either going to be Spain or Denmark. I think we'd all probably prefer Denmark given the choice, but it is more likely going to be Spain, let's be honest. They only need a draw to qualify and finish as runners-up behind Germany, of course, who England can't play until the final, should we both get there, which will be the Andreas Derby, won't it, if that's the final. So that will be a good game, obviously. We look forward to that, but I don't care who we play in the final, if I'm totally honest, because I just want us to be there. But we will see what happens. But England coming forward again over on that far side with Chloe Kelly. She's done pretty well, actually. She's done really well. She's going to be able to get a cross in. She does get a cross in. Beth Mead's in the box, but it's going to go beyond her. It's picked up, though, by Ella Toon. She tried to find Beth Mead again, but good defending, actually. That was from, I think it was Rebecca McKenna, who's picked up a bit of an injury there, actually. But Northern Ireland coming forward again. So I tried to play the ball through, again, looking for Wade, but that wasn't a great ball. Cut out easy by Rachel Daly. And now England can come forward themselves with Ella Toon. There's a long ball forward, looking for Elisa Russo, but it wasn't a great ball, actually. And after a really bright start to this second half, England have kind of lost their way a little bit in the last 10 minutes or so. Gregory says, could England end up playing France in the final? Yeah, we could end up playing France in the final, because if things go to plan, the semi-final would be Germany against France. So we would, obviously, if we got there, we'd play the winners of that. Assuming that Germany and France both reach the semi-final, that they would be due to meet there. So yeah, we could play France in the final, yeah, which would be a tough game anyway, wouldn't it? They're all going to be tough games, let's be honest. After tonight, every game that we play now is going to be tough, isn't it? And it's just
you've got to win them all,
whether we can, produce the performance needed to get the results. I mean, we're certainly good enough. I don't think there's any doubt about that, but we'll see what happens. It's going to be exciting, and we know that much, and tense and nervy probably as well. The possibility of penalties and all kinds of stuff, which we don't want particularly. Certainly not against Germany if we have to play them in the final. But anyway, we'll see what happens. There's lots of football to be played before we can start thinking about who we might play in the final. We need to get to the final first and then worry about that. England coming forward again. Chloe Kelly on that far side. Another substitute who's made a bit of an impact already, actually. She's playing pretty well. Plays the ball back to Lucy Bronze. Now Leah Williamson, the captain, exchanges passes with Alex Greenwood. It's been sensible use of the substitutes, I think, tonight. Half time we got those three on, and it was a good time to make the substitutions, actually. Beth Mead now cutting in from this left-hand side. Rebecca McKenna is staying close to her. She did in that first half when Beth Mead was over on that wing, but England coming forward again with Williamson. Finds Kira Walsh, of course, best friends that they are off the pitch. Williamson now coming forward, plays the ball into the area, looking for Ella Toon, but it was cut out well by Northern Ireland. And Terry says there, come on, Northern Ireland, keep this up. Yeah, they've certainly got their shape back, haven't they? After they had a very ragged start to the second half, we came out absolutely firing, got those two quick goals, and since then we've sort of struggled to create too much, haven't we? Ella Toon's had a few shots from distance which have got closer and closer to the goal, but not really threatened a fifth goal, which would blow Terry's opportunity to win the CD as well. Alex Greenwood now in possession for England, striding forward. This is a good run actually from Greenwood. The ball though wasn't the best again, and our final ball has been letting us down in these last 10 minutes or so. Rachel Daly gets the ball in to Greenwood again, and she's going to spread it out to that far side, looking for Lucy Bronze, but good defending actually again over on that far side by Demi Vance. But that's a poor clearance. The ball falls to Chloe Kelly inside the penalty area. She's still got it, Chloe Kelly. Nice back heel. Lucy Bronze puts it in towards the box. Not a great cross again. Fran Kirby on the edge of the box are looking to try and get a shot away. It's Kira Walsh with the effort, but it's gone high and over the bar. She laughs about it. She still can't score that goal for England that she's been looking for. And another chance for England goes begging, but it was a bad mistake there by the goalkeeper, actually. A poor clearance straight to Chloe Kelly. She had to work hard inside the penalty area, and in the end, Kira Walsh's shot for about 20 yards flew over the bar and into the crowd. And I say England's final ball has not been great in the last 10 minutes. I think Terry's put a curse on it, so they don't score any more goals. That seems to be the case. But anyway, England are still in possession now at the back with Alex Greenwood again. Just fires Leah Williamson deep inside the England half. Now it's out to that far side to Lucy Bronze. Strides forward for England. She's got Chloe Kelly in front of her. She finds Chloe Kelly, though she knows she doesn't. It's gone out for a throw to Northern Ireland. We are into the last 17 minutes, Terry. 17 minutes to go.
Oh, looks like going to bring Carter on.
Jess Carter's coming on for England. She's going to be the final substitute. Again, another player who probably deserves some opportunities on the pitch. Had a great season for Chelsea. And Lucy Bronze is going off. Lucy Bronze had a good game again.
Yeah.
And it's going to be Jess Carter. And I think Jess Carter deserves an opportunity to play after a great season that she had for Chelsea. She did play. She came on, didn't she? In did she come on against Norway? I can't remember that. She came on in one of the games, I'm sure. But anyway, she's on now.
One of the early ones.
And she definitely deserves her opportunity. She'd be playing at right back, where of course she's played for Chelsea. She can also play centre back as well. She can play left back. Very versatile player. Useful player to have in the squad, isn't she? And I'm sure she'll do well. Leah Williamson now in possession for England, and Jess Carter now first opportunity to get forward. That's a good ball into Fran Kirby, into Elisa Russo. I think she might have been offside. In fact, she was offside. The flag's gone up. She did look offside, Russo there. And another opportunity for England has gone begging. We are now 16 minutes away, or 15 and a half, plus stoppage time from the end of this game and the end of this group and the end of the competition to win the CD, which at the moment, Terry's he's got one hand on it. He's just got one hand on it and he can't quite take it because it's not finished. But there are just over 15 minutes to play. And 30,000 is the crowd, 30,785, the attendance at Southampton. Another massive attendance in the tournament that has already beaten the record. Yeah, there's already more fans have watched the games in this tournament already than any previous tournament. And there's still 13 games to play. So brilliant crowds. It's been brilliantly supported. And yeah, virtually a sellout again for England as we expect. Kira Walsh now twists and turns in the middle of the pitch, plays the ball to this near side to Beth Mead. She's not had much of the ball in the last 10 minutes or so. She's got it now. Thinks a crossing towards a penalty. It's going to be an own goal. Oh, it's an own goal.
Dear me.
It's an own goal. It's Burrows, the substitute. It's an own goal for Northern Ireland. Terry's dream has been shattered by an own goal.
Oh.
What a way to lose it like that. But it is 5-0. It's Burrows, it was, with a missed kick there. Beth Mead with another assist. If that goes down as an assist, the ball was heading towards Chloe Kelly. Burrows felt she needed to get something on it. She did get something on it, but she looped it over her own goalkeeper. Another good ball from Beth Mead, though. I'm giving that as an assist to Beth Mead, although I'm quite sure own goals, you don't technically get an assist. But anyway, Terry says there 30,000 there tonight. Yeah, another brilliant attendance. Fantastic stuff. Gregory says one more to go. Yeah, well, one more. Gregory could sneak in and win the CD. Russ has got it at the moment because he gets 14, so it's going to Russ at the minute. And Terry says, what a load of rubbish. And an own goal as well. That's heartbreaking, isn't it? If it does finish 5-0 and that's the goal that denies you a win, that would be a shame. England might as well get a few more now that's happened. But Rachel Daly now, this crowd are singing "Football's Coming Home," which it may well be. We shall see.
Yeah, I can hear them, yeah.
Leah Williamson striding forward now for England. It's been a good performance from England, really good at times. Ella Too's played well. Fran Kirby tried to get the ball back. Of course, Elisa Russo is still on a hat-trick. Ball's played in to Fran Kirby now. Ella Toon again finds Beth Mead. Beth Mead cuts inside. She needs a bit of support. She's got some now with Rachel Daly, who's very far forward now in this attack. So is Williamson. Fran Kirby. Oh, tried to dink the ball through to Chloe Kelly. Was that a handball? England claim it was on the edge of the box. It's not given. And now Northern Ireland have got an opportunity to come forward themselves over on that far side. But McGuinness's ball is deflected and Leah Williamson's there to tidy up. Plays it back to Mary Earps. Williamson's now with the ball. Alex Greenwood's now with the ball again, coming forward. Quite a slow pace now. England are playing at. We've got 12 minutes to play. Ireland 0, England 5. That's a great ball through. Nearly put Ella Toon in there. Good defending actually by the substitute who did just score that own goal. Almost made up for that mistake there with that block there to deny an opportunity there. Gregory says, is Russo now in third place? She may well be with 3 goals. I think she is, isn't she? There's that France player who scored a hat-trick in the first game. So she'll be joint second, won't she? Terry says, Russ did say if he wins it, I can have it. Did he? Well, yeah. That'll be up to Russ to decide if he wins it, won't it? But he's currently in the position to win it. He's gets a 14.
That went off on.
He did go off. Well, it's sort of up there, wasn't it? I don't know if it's really hard, but it was outside the box, I think. Ireland are making another substitution. It is going to be Nadine Caldwell, another Glentoran player coming on. And it is Rachel Furness, who will be playing in the WSL this season for Liverpool, who is going to go off. And it's going to be Nadine Caldwell coming on for Ireland for these final 12 minutes or so. Looks like she'll be playing in midfield. And the Ireland fans giving her a warm applause. They'll be wanting a goal to cheer, won't they? Their fans behind that goal that they are attacking in the second half. And they are coming forward with McGuinness over on that far side. Drills a crossing, but it hits Jess Carter. Comes out to Chloe Kelly. Can she get the ball up the line? She's done really well, actually, Chloe Kelly. This is really good play. Russo is actually offside at the minute, but she's onside again now. Chloe Kelly goes around another defender. Good run from her, and then she's given away a free kick. Russo was offside initially in that build-up there, which is why Kelly couldn't play the ball to her. Gregory says there, I do think she's tied for second. Yeah, I think she is tied for second with that French player who scored a hat-trick in the first game. They're both on 3. I don't think anyone else has got 3, have they? And obviously Beth's on 5. So that is the position for the Golden Boot. But a lot of football still to be played, isn't there? So there's still opportunity. You know, the last group game sometimes when one team hasn't got anything to play for, their opponents can rattle in a few goals. An opportunity for somebody to get some more. But we'll see what happens. I mean, you know, we've obviously Beth is in pole position at the moment. And I say if she gets 2 more in this tournament, it will be a record for an England player at one tournament for men or women. So it'd be nice if she can do that. Beth Mead coming forward again on this near side. Her first touch is amazing, isn't it? She very rarely lets the ball go in it. She's just been fouled there by McKenna, who hasn't really left her side every time she's been over on this left. Beth Mead. McKenna's been quite physical with her, and she's just fouled her again now. And it is going to be a free kick in a good area, though, for England. Certainly don't want Beth Mead to be injured, do we? That's certainly not. Anyway, this free kick is on this near side. It's about 7 or 8 yards outside the penalty area, pretty much in line with the penalty spot on this near side. Beth Mead is over it. They've got 2 players in the wall. Ella Toon's over it as well. Looks like it would favour Beth Mead's right foot, actually. Lisa Russo in there looking for a hat-trick. So we'll see what happens here with this free kick. Ella Toon moves away. It is going to be Beth Mead. Called over to that far post. Oh, coming in at the back post there was Rachel Daly, I think it was, but it was a little bit too high. And it's gone behind for a goal kick. I don't know if she was going for a goal there, actually, Beth Mead. Got a feeling she might have been, but it was in a good area. Just overhit too much there for Rachel Daly. And Beth acknowledges the fact that she maybe overhit that a little bit too much. We are now into the final 8 minutes here, or 7.5 actually, plus stoppage time. Northern Ireland 0, England 5. It has been a good performance from England, a dominant performance from England. Missed a few chances, yes, we have. There's no doubt about that. But after scoring 8 the other night, we couldn't really expect another 8 tonight, could we? Looks like we may have to settle for 5, but there's still time to get some more goals. I'm sure Russo will be very, very interested in getting that match ball to join the one that Beth Mead, of course, got on Monday. She's got herself another goal tonight, of course, Beth Mead, but only the one so far. Chloe Kelly over on that far side. She's played well, actually, Chloe Kelly. Goes past the defender. Can she get a cross in? She does get a cross in, but it's too close to the goalkeeper. It comes to Beth Mead. Can she get a shot away? Oh, just over the bar. Looked like Beth Mead was going to get another one there. Couldn't quite get the finish there. Goalkeeper dropped that cross. Fell kindly to Beth Mead. She had a lot of work to do. It was a good ball, actually, from Chloe Kelly. Goalkeeper pushed it out to Beth Mead. Just wouldn't quite sit out for a first time, and then she tried to dink it into that top corner. Gregory said 6 would be good. Well, it'd be good for you because it means you'd win the CD. But anyway, we'll see what happens. There's plenty of time still to get more goals. And almost Beth Mead got another one there, just slightly out. He just almost skimmed the top of the crossbar. That's how close that was. Lisa Russo drops deep there to link the play, finds Kira Walsh, plays the ball out to that far side, looking for Chloe Kelly, but she's not going to get there. And it's gone out for a throw to Northern Ireland. So we are into the last 5.5 minutes of this game, and England are 5-0 up, cruising all the way now. Terry says there, now Meadow kicks it over the bar. Yeah, very close for Meadow to get another goal. What a group stage she's had. She's definitely been the star player of the tournament in the group stage, hasn't she? If she continues this in the knockouts, then it's going to be good for England, isn't it? But we'll see what happens. Leah Williamson pings that ball through. That's a great ball to Fran Kirby. She was just about to play it on to Elisa Russo when she was tackled there by Sarah McFadden. And looked like it could have been a foul, but the referee says no. And the ball now has gone all the way back through to Leah Williamson, the England captain. Northern Ireland now coming forward for a rare attack in this second half. The ball goes again to Lauren Wade, who's been, I say, their best attacking player. She cuts inside. That ball is deflected and it's going to be tidied up at the back there by Alex Greenwood, and it's going to be a goal kick to England. Mary Earps getting a rare touch of the ball in this second half. And Northern Ireland are going to make their final 2 substitutes. It's going to be number 19, Emily Wilson, who plays for Crusaders Strikers. That's going to be coming on. And also number 6, which is Ashley Hutton of Linfield. And it's the captain Callahan who's going off. That's the first change there.
Oh, she just took him, didn't she?
And Emily Wilson, it is number 19 coming on for them, replacing Callahan. And I'll say it is going to be Ashley Hutton as well coming on. And that's for Julie Nelson, of course, the goal scorer for Northern Ireland against Norway, the first ever Northern Ireland goal scorer at major finals. So she's got her place in the record book, but she's now gone off. And these last 3.5 minutes, they've actually given a captain's armband to Sarah McFadden for these, and she's having trouble doing it up. So the substitute Hutton is just helping her out. She's now got her armband sorted out, which is good. So we're just coming into the closing stages now of this game. It is, so 5-0 to England. Is there going to be another goal? Jess Carter plays it back to Leah Williamson. England quite happy just to play the ball around. Rachel Daly steaming forward down his near side, England's left. Nice little 1-2 there with Ella Toon. Rachel Daly's going on a run forward. Little bit of space here for Fran Kirby. Plays out to the far side to Jess Carter. Cross comes into the box and Russo's there with a header. That should have been a hat-trick. Headed it over the bar this time. She couldn't quite get over the top of that cross. A good ball actually from Jess Carter. Good attack that was for England actually. Really flowing football that was. Nice little cross there from Carter to the far post. And Elisa Russo couldn't quite get right over the top of that to head it down. And instead it goes over the top of the crossbar. She's still got time for a hat-trick. Is it going to turn up tonight for her? Lucas says there, 6 coming. Well, maybe just a good chance there for the 6, wasn't it? not quite finding the target. But England now coming forward again. Ella 2. That's a lovely ball to Beth Mead. Is Beth Mead going to score herself? Pulls it back. Russo's hat trick. No, she missed. Oh, that was the chance there. She won't get a better chance for a hat trick than that, surely. Great play from Beth Mead to pull the ball back to her. Mead could have scored herself. Pulled the ball back to Russo. It was on a plate actually for her. I'm not sure if Beth Mead was offside anyway. She pulled the ball back there on a plate for Russo and she fired it over the bar. Oh, that's a bad miss actually. Open goal. That's a bad miss from Russo. She's played really well, but she just missed 2 big chances. As we move into the last 90 seconds of normal time, looking as though it's going to end up 5-0. And the crowd are singing it's coming home again. And why not indeed? Because it certainly appears to be the case at the moment. But Northern have got a throw. But England win the ball back again. That's a great ball forward from Kelly looking for Russo again. Chloe Kelly this time's come over to this left-hand side. Beth Mead's back on the right where she is more effective. Rachel Daly there battling away. We're 5-0 up and she's battling away for the ball as though it's 0-0. This is what sums up this England team under Serena. Doesn't matter what the score is, they're just going to battle for every single ball. Don't want to give anything away. And it is going to be, it's certainly looking like a third clean sheet in a row. So we've only conceded 4 goals in 16 games under Serena's management. And that's an impressive record. Yes, some of the teams we've played haven't been great, but we've also played some of the top teams. Spain, we've played Holland, a couple of others of Germany, of course, as we know. So just goes to show, doesn't it, how good this England side are. And we're about to find out just how good they are. In fact, there goes a full-time whistle. There was no extra time. No stoppage time at all. It has finished. Northern Ireland 0, England 5. Good. A great performance from England.
I did say 4-5-0.
Well, yeah, everyone said 4-5-0.
Well, I did.
So, Munian says there, Mead taking the Euros by storm. Indeed, she is. She is the top scorer. Terry says, I think England players have had a dodgy bet on winning 5-0. Keep missing sitters like this. Yeah, possibly. Possibly they have. And Mark's with us. Where do Mark? Thanks for tuning in. He says, hi, how you doing, mate? Thanks for tuning in. So a good result. A good result for England. Yes, Russo should have got a hat-trick there at the end. There's no doubt about it. But she got 2 goals. Good to see Ellen White's warm embrace with her there. Congratulating her on that performance. Everybody's congratulating. She played well, Russo. Unfortunately, she couldn't get that hat-trick. Beth Mead had another great game. She was involved in 3 of those goals. A goal and I would say 2 assists, 1 definite assist, and the own goal was her cross as well. Fran Kirby, of course, got the other goal. Gregory says there, this was good fun. It was good fun. It was a good fun game. We kind of expected that it was going to be tonight. We needed to enjoy this one tonight because the pressure's going to really be on now, isn't it? From next week with the knockouts. Every game's going to be tense and stressful probably. But we've got the group stage out of the way. Michael's in the chat here and he says it's coming home. Well, we're all confident it is, but I don't want to get too carried away yet. We know where that's got us in the past. Gregory says, have they announced player of the match? Not yet, I don't think. I haven't heard. I think either Frank Kirby or Kira Walsh might get it. Possibly Beth Mead and Lisa Russo. There's a few options, isn't there? Northern Ireland players are coming around the pitch now, getting applauded by the crowd. They deserve an applause. They worked so hard again. They've worked hard in every game. They've enjoyed their Euros experience. They even got themselves a goal as well in one of the games. The Northern Ireland fans are rightly applauding their players as well at the end of this game. Obviously, it would have been a massive shock if they had got anything out of this game. They did work hard, but England were far too good, showed far too much quality, and it has finished at St Mary's, Southampton. Northern Ireland 0, England 5. Mark says there, what stadium for quarterfinals? The England quarterfinals at Brighton on Wednesday, which is, of course, where we won 8-0 the other night. So a lucky stadium for us. That's where the quarterfinal is. If we win that, the semi-final will be in Sheffield. And then, of course, the final at Wembley. Northern Ireland are now enjoying the moment with their fans. and they fully deserved that as well. They've had a great tournament. Yes, they've lost every game. I think they kind of expected to. But yeah, Terry says, did I win because England only scored 13 goals? Northern Ireland scored the other one. That's my feeling. Actually, that's a good point. England did score 13 goals. The other one was an own goal. So we'll have to think about that. We'll have to go to the judge's decision.
Have to go to VAR.
Yeah, have to go to VAR, yeah. Gregory says, congrats to Russo. Congrats to Russ. Oh, Russ, yeah, because Russ has got off the full team. But I say, there's a, it was an own goal. So do own goals count? Because it's technically not an England player that scored it. Although it was how many goals England, the team scored, was a competition. So technically, by the rules, Russ has won. But it was a close run. It was a close run contest, actually, wasn't it, in the end? It went all the way down to the last second of the group stage. Terry says, yes, well done, Russ, for mugging me. Well, I mean, Russ put his guess in the other day as well, so it's all fair. It's all fair to play for, isn't it? So yeah, I think we need to give it to Russ. It was 14 goals England scored in the group, and brilliant play from England, and that's the main thing to come out of this. And Beth Mead has been fantastic, hasn't she? I don't know if Russ is still in the chat. Actually, he was in earlier. He needs to come back in and claim his prize. But anyway, we can sort that out afterwards. But yeah, Russ Morgan has won this brilliant CD, and he would enjoy it as well. So yes, that's that. But don't forget, you can download it as well on the link in the description on the video, and you definitely want to get the songs because they're fantastic. So they're what we play out with and playing with on the show. But just showing Russo's missed there at the end when she should have got a hat trick, really. And would have given Gregory the CD as well, so he'll be disappointed that Russo didn't put that one in for him. But anyway, she played well, Elisa Russo, and it's been a good performance from England again. And Ian Wright's enjoyed it as well, as he always does with the women. He's been a big fan, hasn't he, of the England women and the Arsenal women as well. Good to see Ian Wright. Just giving it Elisa Russo an interview now. Singing Sweet Caroline now as well, which is a highlight, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's on every day,
of every
isn't
England
it?
game ever played in the last 2 years. It is good fun in the stadium, I must admit.
It's definitely better when you're there.
Gregory
Definitely.
says, I swear I have seen me deliberately ricochet the ball off a defender, so the own goal counts. Yeah, I mean, it was Mead's cross, wasn't it? And the other one as well was deflected as well, her goal, wasn't it? Elisa Russo, there are 2 goals, brilliant stuff. And so the Sweet Caroline is going on, and the players enjoy that as well, don't they? They're singing it on the pitch. Ellen White and Millie Bright did a little dance, which is quite funny. Millie Bright loves her dances, don't she? So they're all dancing on the pitch too. It's the Sweet Carolina.
They love it, don't they?
Sweet Caroline, sorry, as it's been a regular thing now, isn't it, with these England games? Let's hope there's a bit more of this happening over the next week or so in the knockout stage for England, and you certainly have to be confident that it will be, because we have been pretty good, haven't we, in this group stage? Let's be honest. Terry says there, Russ, you have 1 minute to claim your prize, or only my name goes in the hat. Well, yeah, we'll see. Well, I mean, if Russ doesn't tell me where to send the CD to, then he can't have it, can he? So think of that. But anyway, it's been a good group stage. It was a good competition actually, and Russ technically has won this CD. Well, he has. He got the right answer. The beautiful game CD. We will play out with that very soon. So Russ, if you are still watching, you will have to let me know where to send that to, and I'll get it to you obviously before Wednesday, before the quarter-final. I'll get it sent out the weekend. And then
Where's the Austria?
they're just showing all the goals again, actually, all 14 goals that we scored in the group stage, which is good. That's not showing them all, they're just showing some of them. But some of the best ones. And there were some good goals tonight, wasn't there? There was some very good goals tonight. Fran Kirby's goal was good. Elisa Russo's second goal was good. Beth Mead's goal, of course, was good, but most Beth Mead goals are good, aren't they? So it's finished. And tonight, Northern Ireland 0, England 5. So Fran Kirby, Beth Mead, 2 for Elisa Russo, and an own goal, of course, from the substitute Burrow. So they were the 5 goals for England. We won the group. And actually, they didn't update us with the Austria score, did they? They were starting to update us with it, then they kind of gave up. So let me just check what the Austria score was. And then we'll see who Germany are playing for Andreas. It finished 1-0 to Austria. So that goal from Nicola Bia just before half time gave Austria the victory. They don't score many goals, Austria, do they? They don't concede many either. In fact, Beth Mead's sort of half over the line goal, the only goal they've conceded in the group. They only conceded 1, I think, from open play in the last Euros when they got to the semi-final. So they played Germany in the quarter-final on Thursday. So that's going to be interesting, isn't it? So that's the first quarter-final decided. We'll have to wait until tomorrow to see who we play. It's going to be either Spain or Denmark. They meet tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I will be back on live tomorrow at 7 with Andreas. We're going to be looking ahead to the Germany-Finland game. We're also going to be looking ahead to the Spain-Denmark game. Look back on this game. Look back on the group, on Group A, and England's brilliant performances, and just catch up on everything else that's been going on the Euros. So tonight, then, it has finished. Northern Ireland 0, England 5. We won the group. We're in the quarter-final. 100% record. 14 goals scored, none against. Russ wins the CD. It's been a great competition. Thanks to everyone for entering. I say, Russ, let me know where to send that to. I'll send you a message anyway. And that's that. So, yeah, brilliant night again for England. Fantastic stuff. What did you make of the game?
Yeah, it was good. It wasn't as good as the 8-0 one.
Well, no, it was never going to be as good as the 8-0 one, was it?
But yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
I don't know who got Woman of the Match. Or...
No, they didn't really say, did they? I mean, there's 1 or 2 good options. Kira Walsh, Frank Kirby, Beth Mead, obviously Russo with her 2 goals. Yeah, they did. Ella Toon played well, actually, when she came on, didn't she? Chloe Kelly played well. These
Mary Oops had nothing to do, but
no,
she did save.
She never has anything to do.
She did do a couple of saves,
but all the players that come on every game, they've got something to prove. They want to start the next game. Yeah. You can see that, they're playing well. They probably deserve a start, but do you change a winning team? Probably not. So,
that's what you have substitutes for.
Yeah, you stick with the same team like the next game if everybody's fit and ready. So I'm sure that's what will happen. Michael in chat says, great stuff. Have a great weekend. And yourself, mate. Yeah, have a good weekend. Thanks to everybody for watching. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to give it a like as well. The thumbs up, yeah. And subscribe to the channel. We are quite close to 1,000, actually. I want to see if we can get there before the end of the Euros. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? So we're back tomorrow live anyway at 7 o'clock. Andreas will be joining me to look ahead to that Germany game, look back on this great performance from England and all that kind of stuff. The usual show, 7 till 8 before the Germany game. We'll be back every night pretty much doing that. And then, of course, the next watch-along will be on Wednesday, the quarter-final, England against Spain or Denmark. We'll find it out tomorrow. So that's going to be good as well. So join us for that. And that is all for tonight. Thank you very much, everyone in the chat. Thanks for, Terry and everybody else. Some great comments there. Gregory as well. We've got another comment in there from Terry. Really enjoyed watching England so far. Let's hope they keep it going. Great show tonight again, Richard and Mrs. B. And great fun in the chat. Well done, Gregory. Take care, everyone. I'll see you all soon. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. So if you're around, Terry, hope to see you then on the show tomorrow. Otherwise, I'm sure you'll join us again one evening. You're normally with us, aren't you, which is good. So that's that then. I say, I hope you enjoyed the watch along tonight. Give it a like. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. We'll be back at 7 o'clock tomorrow with Andreas. And in the meantime, as always, come on, you lionesses. Come on, England. It's coming home. It's definitely coming home. Come on. We know it's coming home. This is the CD. Beautiful game. Don't forget to check the music out on the link below. This is the beautiful game song we're going to play out with. It's brilliant. It's by Pete Drake and Kay Spink. and you need to get it.
There's shin pads, hairband, rainbow laces, brand new fans and different races. Another camp with COVID cases, an England squad with brand new faces. Here we go, the summer's here. Meet your friends and grab a beer. Football's on, the beautiful game from St Mary's to Bramall Lane. It's just a game.